You never been with a black woman?
No.
Never kissed one? What does that mean? What's that?
I don't know if she's black.
What else is the possibilities?
Well, she said she was black, but people say that she's not black.
Okay.
Do you know her?
No. I don't know about that, baby.
The Permission to Party World Tour kicks off September 18th in Rockford, Illinois, the 19th in Milwaukee, the 20th in St. Paul, Minnesota, the 21st in Duluth, Minnesota, followed by Eugene, Oregon, September 28th. Avoid scalpers and go to Bert.com to get your lowest ticket price. My best question. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we ready?
Yeah. You ready?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
What culture is more fun, being gay or being black?
Being black.
Really?
Yeah, because white people got too much involvement in being gay.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
So, absolutely being black.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I think most black gay people feel like they black first, gay second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, being black and gay in a black and gay space, lit.
They got black and gay clubs?
Yeah. Now, that's fun.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. But like white gay clubs, not so much.
We just went to a bear club.
Yeah.
That was fun.
The boys are nasty, though.
They're handsy.
Yeah, they're real handsy,
they're real
and they
handsy.
nasty, and they like the smells and stuff.
They don't bartend because they love making drinks. They bartend to fuck.
Yeah, no, they everywhere in the boys' club is about getting some ass.
Yeah.
Like there's condoms all in the bathroom. It's like y'all could fucking hear, no one gonna say nothing. It's all about fucking. The boys are nasty.
Yeah, I think men are nasty.
No, absolutely. That's why I was like, yo, gay men shouldn't be like offended when people are like, oh, gay men are nasty. Because it's like men are nasty. And it's just two men unfiltered just doing shit. Like gay men invented the glory hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't even know it's on the other side, bro. And you don't really give a fuck. So like women are not putting their vaginas in no hole.
I could never put my dick in a glory hole.
You can never put your dick in a glory hole?
I
don't believe that.
I could never.
I don't believe that. You don't think you could be drunk enough and free enough and in the right space to stick your dick in a glory hole?
Because sometimes horny takes over.
That's what I'm saying.
And you shake a little bit.
And environment, though.
Yeah.
Like if it's a loose environment, like
we're in Amsterdam.
Yeah, or somewhere nice. You know what I mean? Like a nice breezy, like chill spot. I don't think you do it like downtown LA.
I think I'm too fat to use a glory hole because my stomach would push. I'd have to be like
They
this.
got glory holes for all shapes and sizes.
They have one where your belly, they have an imprint of a belly where you can
where you can rest it in there and then get the dick up under.
I would love to be on the other side of a glory hole and see dicks coming through.
Just to judge them?
Just to be like, yeah. Just to be on the other side going, no. You think I was going to suck that? Come on. Take it back, buddy.
Just to critique them? That would be something I could see a white guy doing, just wanting his dick to be shamed, like via a glory hole, where he don't even want it touched. He just stick his hard dick through there and just someone be like, it's disgusting. Dude, you're gross. Get your ugly dick out of here. Some
of the porn that gets into my feed is white guys it's like cock and ball torture.
Yeah, they like that.
That's straight white.
There's a lot of, can I ask you a question about a lot of white porn? Like why y'all do certain stuff? Sure. So there's this new genre I've discovered. Because I like a lot of like mother-daughter tag team porn. When I know it's not real mothers and daughters. But
I only like it when it's authentic. I want to see birth certificates.
But there's this new genre that's popped up where it's like a stepmom, right? And it's stepsons and they fucking the stepmom. But it's only because like, it's weird because they're like berating her. Like she's like a mess usually. Yeah. The stepmom's a mess and she can't keep her life together. And they're like, our stupid fucking stepmom, she's getting on our nerves. I guess we're going to have to fuck the shit out of her so she can get in line. And I'm like, what's the deal with white guys and their moms and stuff?
It's stepmoms.
What's that about?
I think the divorce rate's so high. I mean, it really speaks to the divorce rate in this country that we're having a genre entirely based on. Like, if we could just keep marriages together, I think we wouldn't have that at all. But I think so many kids lose touch. They move in with their dad, and their dad bangs some hot fucking 27-year-old chick that's just like 10 years older than them, and they fantasize about that. And I think that is
But why is she always a mess? Like this genre I discovered, it's like the stepmom is like a fucking mess.
Do you know what? I never listen with the volume on.
I got to get the plot for me to get in.
Yeah, I never.
I'm a girl. I gotta know why they're doing it. I'm like, why are they fucking her? I need the story.
I don't mind stepmom. I think stepdaughter is gross.
I don't get into that.
I don't get it. I also don't get brother, sister.
Stepbrother, stepsister. I'll watch it.
Yeah. I don't.
I'll partake.
I won't. And I mean, I hope this doesn't sound racist. Nothing with an Asian dude. I can't have
I don't watch no Asian porn either.
Yeah. And Asian women make this. Hey, is Sandra in this room? Sorry. But Asian women all make the same noises during sex. It's very like.
It doesn't feel real. I don't feel. And every time I've seen it, I'm like, it doesn't feel like they really enjoying this. It's some robotic about it. And then when they started putting the digiti, I'm out of it.
Yeah, I don't. Asian guys are always, in my opinion, in porns are very gropey. Like, oh.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
And then the girls are very mousy, like, and it's just those noises don't.
I can only watch Asian women when it's like hoods, like Cambodian bitches, fucking black guys.
Cambodian bitch. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I had a period where it was a bunch of black dudes and one chick, and they were just talking mad shit to her.
I think that's kind of everybody's. I think everybody's got that one on the list. A bunch of black dudes, usually one white girl, and they're just talking all types of shit.
Wait, did you grow up in Atlanta or grow up in Boston?
I grew up in Boston. I was born in Atlanta, but my dad died right when I was born. Like maybe I was like 4 or 5 months old.
For real?
Yeah, and so then my mother sent me up to like live with her mother and her sisters and shit, while she fought a crazy court case against his mother, and then she came up.
Wait, what do you mean?
His mother was trying to get custody of me to try to like take me from my mom. Because she wanted the money that he like left me in the Social Security and shit.
So wait, how did your dad pass?
He had a heart attack while he was running.
Wait, you would have given me 10 guesses and I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack while he was running?
Yeah. Apparently he was a very healthy man and a Muslim man, didn't eat pork and all that shit. And he was running and just had a heart attack.
What did he do for a living?
He worked at the hotel downtown. Which is now the Westin with the rotating restaurant.
I've stayed there. I stayed there during a hurricane.
He was like
tornado.
A door guy, like a bellhop.
God damn it, he had a heart attack. Wow, old, like 40?
I think my dad was like 38 or something like that.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And then his mom, they didn't have a good relationship. And she was kind of crazy. She was trying to get custody and took my mother to court. And my mother was like, no matter what, I'm not giving up my kid. So she just sent me to Boston to stay with my grandmother while she like dealt with that shit. And then her and my brothers all came up because that's where her family was and her support system and shit was.
So that's what special did I watch that you shot? You shot one special in Atlanta, right?
3 a.m.
Is that when you're talking about traveling with your chick?
Yeah.
Such a good special.
Thank you, man.
Did you ever meet Patrice?
No.
You know, people have to tell you this. He would have loved you.
Yeah, people say it all the time.
He would have, if when I first saw you do stand-up, I went, God, man, she really has Patrice energy of like, I don't give a fuck about the room. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm not what you think I am. That's the strongest attribute you got is look, I'm predictable. You look at me and you go, I think I know what I'm about to see.
Right.
You're not that person.
But I think people think they do for sure, or have whatever they want, project whatever they want onto you, especially like being gay. They're like, you're going to be up here being like a super gay advocate. And you're going to tell everybody straight that they're dumb and da-da-da-da-da. But like, that's just never been like my approach to shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes that shit gets you in trouble. Sometimes people like feel like you anti, and it's like, nah, I'm just open to the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
When I moved to New York, I saw dudes that were like, they had their thing. Like, I'm this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm this guy. There was a guy who's like, he talked like he was like, had Down syndrome. And that was his thing.
Are you sure he didn't have it?
No, he didn't.
Okay, all right.
He didn't. He got off stage.
It's comedy. It's stand-up. So you got to be sure, bro.
I went up to him and I said, you did very good tonight. He goes, oh, thanks, man. And I'm like, what
damn.
the fuck?
I don't like that.
Dude, like, there was a big thing. Like, they'd have fake affectations. And, like, that would be their whole thing was a fake affectation. Yeah. And
I don't like that.
And I would argue, I was in a new phase of comedy where I was like, you can do whatever you want up there. You don't have to have one thing and then that be your shtick.
Of course. It's whatever. You know, it's like in the moment shit, really. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow my shit. Like, I feel like I can't wait till I'm really like confident up there and I'm like.
You're already there.
I'm confident, but I know I could be sillier. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I could be more like, than I am. And I know that just comes with the more you're up there and just feeling your shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think it should always be fucking like growing to some fucking degree.
I think you have to grow every special. The first person I ever saw do that was Bert. He would every special he did something a little different. He challenged himself a little bit. He had one bit. I've talked to him about this so much. He had one bit where he did an act out with it. He adopted a blood diamond child, and he did an act out with the blood diamond child, and it was so fucking funny. And it was and it was shot in black and white, and the stool was the child, and he was. And I was like, he'd never done something like that. And that's when I was like, every special you got to try something.
Yeah, and then the one where he does that long bit with throwing the ball with his dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, that's like a different side of him that I haven't seen yet. You know what I mean? And like every time I feel like, he just elevates it. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
it's scary though.
Hell yeah.
I did that on this special. I did that, and I was like, I'm going to get mocked.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to get fucking trashed. I'm going to get dragged.
But you're also going to get loved. All of that comes with it.
I got more love. Yeah. I know when fucking, as a matter of fact, the bit went viral, and I got so much love from people, and people stop me, and I go, okay, great.
And the people who hate and shit, they're just like, I've noticed, like, just yesterday, someone was in my comments, and they were like, fucking, you suck. This fucking joke is fucking trash. And I was like, oh, man, thanks. And he was like, I'm actually a big fan of yours, and I really like your stuff. And it's like, y'all motherfuckers just are yelling into a void and hoping someone says hello, you know? It's like, I don't even know how serious any of this shit is. It's just a bunch of fucking, like, sad people that want somebody to just, like, reach out and hug them.
Oh, man. That's so funny. It's like yelling into the Grand Canyon going, hello. And then you hear, hello? And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. They're like, oh, yeah. Actually, I'm a big fan. Like, it happens to me all the time. I remember one time this guy was in my comments, he was just being so racist. He was like, you black, ugly bitch. You deserve to die. And I was like, hey, man, what's going on? So you having a bad day, bro? And he was like, actually, you know what? I am. I'm going through a lot. My wife is sick. And I'm like, man, I'm really sorry that that's happening. And he was like, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I talked to you that way. You really didn't deserve it. I'm just in a bad space. You're really cool. And I was like, you have a good day, brother. You know?
God.
Like, people are just fucking nuts.
People, life's sad.
It is.
You lost your dad when he was 38. That's not fair. And not fair shit happens to people every fucking day. And if you're saying that I'm just going to be receptacle to get some not fair shit coming my way because life's been really fair to me. Life's been not fair in like the other way. Like I have had the greatest life. I don't deserve this stuff I have. So I guess I
don't think that's true, bro.
No, but you think about it, like I guess that's just this universe leveling itself out. The hate I get in the comments or online, I'll take it because this side's really good.
Yeah. Like for sure. But you deserve it.
I work hard, but I'm also really fucking lucky.
Yeah, it's luck, but it's hard work, and it's like. Sometimes I don't know which one edges the other out. I
always say it's luck. I always say luck shows up because there's a lot of people that just can't catch a break. I mean, I mean. But
how much of that is energy and how much of that is what you put out and how much of that is like, because you're very much in control. Because I feel like there was a period in my life where I was one of those people where it was just like, bro, this shit is not going to work out for me. You know what I mean? And it was an attitude shift that shifted everything. It wasn't like something happened. It wasn't like a lucky break. The luck didn't start to come until I shifted my attitude. You know what I mean?
I think I just had, my wife went, when we had just had Isla, and I was not making any money, and I was not doing the road, and I was just doing stand-up. And before I met my wife, I had TV show after TV show after development deal after opportunity, and I was killing it. I met my wife with so much money in the bank. And then we had Georgia, and I ran out of money. And then by the time we had Isla, we had no money. We had no money, and we were living in this apartment. She was running the apartment. And one night, my wife goes, I think I ruined your luck. Because I've always said I was lucky. I've always said I'm lucky. She goes, I think I ruined your luck. I think I'm such bad luck that I took all your good luck and now you have bad luck.
Damn.
And I looked at her and I'm such a rube in certain situations. And I went, no. I was like, I'm so lucky that I'll make you lucky. Just watch. Like, I believe in luck. And I think it's that perspective of taking a look at the things that are bad in your life and going, this happened for a reason. And let's see if we can find the luck in that. Let's see if we can find the opportunity in that.
Right.
And I think you would, and my wife, if she was listening and was going to respond, would say, oh, I used to be very unlucky, and then I met Bert, and now I'm the luckiest human alive.
Wow, man, you like a white Buddha sage.
But I'm not even joking. If I take people to a casino, I say, bet around me. I won't bet around me. They win.
For real?
For real.
Let's go to the casino, bro.
Let's do it.
Give me some. I need some of this.
I'm so.
I need some of this for sure.
Damn lucky. But I also like this morning I woke. I had a rough day yesterday.
You ever shit your pants?
Yeah, all the time.
Did you feel lucky then?
Yeah. Because I go, maybe I shit my pants, and now I'm not going to get in the car on time, and I won't get into a car accident. Did I shit my pants today? I was like, I'm going to push this fart, but I feel like there's something coming with it. And man, I sprayed. Yeah, I shit my pants a great deal.
What?
I shit my pants like once a week at least.
No.
Oh, I shit the bed once a month.
No.
Have you ever shit the bed?
No, that's so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In the bed?
Yeah.
Because why? What's happening? Are you so...
thought it was a fart?
No, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't never, no. Are you like, do you have food poisoning once a month? Or this is just...
No, just maybe Mexican food.
And you're like, you could tell the difference between a fart and a shit, though.
No, not when you shit your pants often. Apparently.
This sounds like just giving up. This doesn't sound
My asshole's not a good bouncer. My asshole just lets anybody in and anybody out.
This sounds like a decision to not get up and shit.
I shit the bed very recently. And I was like, ugh, do I tell Leanne? Because I know she's going to make me change the sheets. And then I was like, I'm not.
Bro, and she still loves you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, man.
I was sleeping in our screening room and
white women really deserve it all. I didn't think that until this moment. I didn't know.
Did you check white?
No.
No. No.
Relax. I've never been with a white woman in my life.
For
ever.
real?
Never even kissed one. Never.
For
ever.
real?
Yeah, no.
Well, I wonder if it's different.
What you mean?
Like kissing a white chick versus a black chick.
I would think so.
Let's find out.
I would think so.
And get Leanne up here. Leanne's a good kisser. You kiss Leanne and tell me.
I'm terrified.
She kisses with her eyes open.
Whoa,
No, I'm kidding. There are so many things in life we just never get around to. Taking up that hobby, cleaning out the garage, little things that don't really make huge differences in our lives. Yet there's one thing that probably most of us have been neglecting that can have a huge impact on our family's future, and that is life insurance. It's life insurance, people. And with SelectQuote, getting covered with the right policy for you is easier and more affordable than you think. SelectQuote is one of America's leading insurance brokers with nearly 40 years of experience, helping over 2 million customers find over $700 billion in coverage since 1985. Have you ever worried about getting coverage with pre-existing health conditions? A lot of us do. SelectQuote partners with carriers that provide policies for a variety of health conditions. Head to selectquote.com and a licensed insurance agent will call you right away with your right policy for your right life and your budget. SelectQuote. They shop, you save. Dude, if you do not have life insurance, and I say dude because it's us dudes, I don't know, I get nervous when they take my blood pressure. This is what you have to do right now. If you have a family, look around the room and make sure they are taken care of when you're not here. Get the right life insurance for you for less at selectquote.com/Bert. Go to selectquote.com/Bert today to get started. Hear me one more time. I'm going to say it again. That's selectquote.com/Bert. True Classic has one mission. Look at me. I want you to look at me. I look good, don't I? It's not me. It's the shirt. These True Classic shirts are freaking awesome. True Classic is my go-to shirt. Every day I put on a True Classic, I feel better about myself. They say they have one mission, and that is to make guys look good and feel even better. And the truth is, if you look good, you're going to feel awesome. And they have nailed it. The feel, the price, across their entire wardrobe, not just their tees, but their hoodies and their jeans, their activewear, everything you need to level up your everyday style. I mean, I've always wanted to be the kind of guy that could throw on a t-shirt and jeans and just rock that and go to a restaurant and people don't go, collared shirt. Because you know those kind of guys, like Brad Pitt puts on a t-shirt and he looks great. And it's because it's draped perfect. But ever since I put on my first shirt of True Classics, I knew something was different. It just hung different. It's snug, exactly where you want it. And then, look at this. Relaxed, exactly where you need it. No weird bunching, no awkward tight spots. Just a clean, effortless fit that works. Forget overpriced designer nonsense. Skip the cheap throwaways. True Classic delivers premium essentials built for real life. Grab yours at Target or at Costco or head to trueclassic.com/Bertcast to get hooked up today. I'm telling you, you're going to walk away with more than just a shirt. You're going to walk away with a whole new wardrobe and you're going to feel amazing and people will notice. That is trueclassic.com/Bertcast to get hooked up today. No, white women are interesting. It's all I've ever been with.
For real?
Yeah.
You never been with a black woman?
No.
Never kissed one? What's that mean? What's that?
Kinda.
Like, like never like,
Kinda kissed her, but I don't know if she's black.
What else is the possibilities?
Well, she said she was black, but people say that she's not black.
But what else could she be? Like, what does she look like?
I'll pull a picture of her up.
All right, yeah.
You might know her.
Okay, let's see it.
You edit her name out.
Okay.
Do you know her?
No. I don't know about that, baby. I get where the blackness is coming from. There might be some half black, half Italian. Yeah, I'm about to say it might be some black in there, but that's not enough to count for doing it.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah. And can I tell you? And I don't know. I know Peter knows this, but late in life I found out I had two real attractions that I just missed out on. I'm not saying I'm not happy with my wife, but I'm saying two things I would have liked to have tried. One is Indian chicks.
Whoa.
I fucking think Indian women are so beautiful.
Whoa.
And I didn't discover that until I was probably 27.
Okay.
And I was like, what is this thing with, and like I grew up in Florida. I wanted a ton of Indian people.
Okay.
And really dark-skinned black women.
Mm-hmm. That's
really,
nice, like chocolatey chocolate.
I'm talking.
What about with a British accent? Crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fire.
Oh, dude, pull up dark-skinned black women.
With British accents.
Or a Jamaican accent?
Yeah. We need to make our own fat AI that is dark-skinned black women with British accents. Now, this is blackface. Some stuff is crazy. That's not a
black person?
This top
you can tell by the smile that's a white person.
Yeah, that looks wild.
Hi.
Maybe she's from Senegal, though, because Senegalese women could be very dark. But it just looks not right.
Like that picture in the center.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like that. I approve of that message.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way those guys are black.
No. The fat AI page, and every black person knows it, and we feel conflicted about loving it. Because we all love it.
Yeah.
But we're all like, bro, I think there's some white boys doing that.
It's gotta be one white guy and an Asian guy in their dorm
crazy.
room.
The one thing I wish black people never did is give y'all so much access to our culture, bro.
Oh.
Cause y'all people be running away with the bag on it. And you're like, man, now it used to be a point where it was like the culture was so secret, nobody really knew. But now everybody knows. You know what I'm saying?
When Pause came out, you guys only had that to yourselves for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we got it, and then we start using it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I mean, it's funny because...
And we used to have stuff for a long time, and you just be able to speak in code and just move in code, and white people have no idea. And now, like, everybody's hip.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I grew up in Tampa, but I would spend time...
I was just in Tampa. Bad bitches in Tampa.
Yeah?
So just some hoes in Tampa. I was just there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was fucking with Tampa heavy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Tampa's cool.
Where'd you go to Tampa?
I was just like, I went to the tournament. I went to the NCAA women's tournament.
Oh, for real?
And I went to the Final Four, and it was out there. And I was just like hanging out. And I got some homies that like live there. Like, you know, you have those internet homies that you never met, but you've always been kind of internet homies.
Yeah.
And we finally like linked up, but they were like hella cool and super tapped in and like owned bars and restaurants. So they were kind of like really showing me around. And I had a boat day, and we went to like a little island, and like I was like, I fuck with Tampa.
Tampa's
cool bars, chill vibes.
Tampa's fun
unassuming,
as shit.
Pretty women. Because I feel like Miami, it's like all the bitches there are on a certain time. They're like, we bad Miami bitches. We're out here trying to get the bag. And Tampa is like a range of bad bitches, like ratchets. Then it's just like regular ass real estate hoes. And then it's like rejected Miami hoes.
Yeah, that's accurate. There's, you know what's interesting about Tampa is, unlike Miami, the further you get out, the more different cultures you find. Like the further you get from Miami, you all of a sudden get into this wealthy white West Palm or Boca Grande, or you get Miami's Miami, but then you get further out and you get real like Kodak Black. I think he was Boynton Beach maybe, but those are all those areas. The further you get out from Tampa, it's just redneck.
Yeah,
it gets real redneck.
What is a Florida redneck like?
They're called crackers.
Okay, so I've been using that wrong.
No, crackers. So the phrase cracker came from slavery never really got heavy in Florida. Not because of good people, but because of soil. So slavery only really worked if you had a farm. And the soil in Tampa and from like Jacksonville below, like just Jacksonville had slavery, probably Tallahassee had slavery, but as soon as you got to Ocala and down, the sand was bad, and it was only good for raising cattle. And so majority of all the counties that you hear in Florida, they're all Civil War generals who owned cattle ranches. And the way they moved cattle was with a whip. And so they'd crack it.
It is really from the crack of the whip.
Yeah, crack of the whip, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
People assumed it was from slavery.
But it was just for moving the cattle around.
Yeah. Can I tell you the crazy one? So this is kind of real, kind of not. But Leanne one time at school said, wait one cotton picking minute.
That one's bad.
But, you know what? You know what the phrase means though, right? So a New York minute is a fast minute, right? A New York minute happens in 45 seconds. A cotton picking is the most tedious task you can do.
So it's long.
So it's wait one cotton picking minute. When you say that, you give me a little longer time. That's what they're saying.
But it depends on how you use it. Because I remember one time, because cotton picking was loose. It was a loose term back then. Like,
what do you mean?
It wasn't just cotton picking minute. They might say get your cotton picking hands off of some. And a teacher said that to me before in school. I had picked up something off her desk, and she said, get your cotton picking hands off that. And I said, what?
Oh, whoa, I never heard it used like that.
Yeah.
So get this. So that was racial.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think like back then they might have said it to a white person too. Like it was just like a throwaway phrase. You know what I'm saying?
You dodged a lot of that moving to Boston.
Not really.
Oh, really? Is Boston racist?
Nah, it's not that bad. I mean, I won't. This is the thing. It's so weird because you don't want to feel like you're defending some racist shit. But I don't think it's more racist than America. I just think it's like Boston is like just super fucking white. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's no more racist than any place else I've actually lived. You know, they do have their bullshit. Like, you'll try to go to a club downtown and they'll be like, no hats, no baggy pants, no dangling chains. You're like, okay, you're saying you don't want black people here without saying you don't want black people here. It's like kind of shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's a big Northeast thing. Because there was a period where all I was wearing was basketball jerseys. And we went to a bar. It was like a bar restaurant, and I had a basketball jersey on, and they had a sign that said no jerseys, no loose pants, no, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in a basketball jersey. I go, wait, why no basketball jersey? And the guy goes, oh, you're fine. And I went.
I was about to say, that's the racism. They'll say all that and then let 3 white boys dress just like that in and then stop you.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I would have rather you just said no and we didn't do this weird game. Because then I wouldn't have even stopped here. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Let's talk about bringing back segregation for 1 second.
Yes, because I saw Joyelle talking about that on a joint, right?
Who?
Joyelle Nicole. She was talking about it on Subway Takes. I think this is
someone said it on Subway Takes.
Yeah, that's her. Because she's a comic.
I know Joyelle.
Yeah, it was Joyelle.
I know Joyelle.
Yeah, that was Joyelle.
Oh, I know Joyelle. Fuck yeah. I saw that clip, and it was like, and she was like, "Bring it back."
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of places where white people would be knocking on your doors, going, "Please, we fucked up. Can we just have?"
Well, now y'all need us so bad. I think there was a time where segregation was like, okay, especially when it was like we're segregating and black people don't have like the access to shit, right? That was terrible.
Pete Bacon,
of course.
Please.
There was a time, I think, where white people were in their white element. They hadn't really got into black culture. So they was cool, like just eating they nasty food and like doing they little dumbass dances and like super satisfied with that. And I think it would have worked then. But now y'all are so immersed in our shit that if we like just was like, cool, we segregated, we really taking all our shit. Y'all don't, what do y'all have?
Dude, if I want, what shoes will we wear?
That's what I'm saying. What do y'all have? Y'all like, what do y'all actually have? Y'all really got to get back to being white. Do y'all really want to go back to that? Like, you're going to be eating Jell-O salad again. You're going to be motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go back to the essence.
Ooh, if we really go segregation, we're going to separate with Mexicans and Asians, too.
Yeah, you can't get none of that.
What do we eat?
Y'all used to eat Jell-O salad and nasty shit. Like, y'all was really up there serving up some...
haggis.
Gross. And you just got to be that. And that's not even really a white American, you know? Like, a white American Julia Childs, y'all going straight off the box. Y'all making them little weird box nasty recipes off the off the Campbell soup can and shit. Like, it's just wicked.
Do you ever have a liverwurst sandwich?
Hell no.
That's what I used to eat growing up.
Yeah.
Liverwurst sandwich.
What the fuck is liverwurst?
Here's the thing with white food is you end up having to like it. So you're like, okay, like, have you ever had Scrapple?
You end up having to like it.
There's white food.
Like, okay.
Shit on a shingle. Okay, look, hang on. Have you ever had shit on a shingle?
Nah.
Type in shit on a shingle. My mom made this every Saturday morning. Every Saturday morning, my mom made shit on a shingle. It's chopped. I think it's chopped ham, beef. What is shit on a shingle? It's like chopped beef in a gravy on toast.
Ugh.
And it's dried beef. It's dried beef, milk, butter, and a tad bit.
And then I just seen a bunch of peas just sitting there. What is y'all obsession with just loose peas, just piles of them?
Just it's sustenance. It's sustenance. We gotta
I was saying that. You know what I was saying? I was like, you know, white people are aliens because they don't eat. They just eat to fuel. It's like it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
The combinations. It's just like, put it in me, energy.
I was
like look at all them peas.
I did a TV show with Snoop. Ugh. And he saw my lunch one day and he goes, "What are you eating?" I said, "Well, it's just tuna fish." And he said, "What?" I did first year at Go Big and I didn't know we could order out. I go, it's tuna fish. I'm putting it on a salad. And he goes, "Can I order you lunch tomorrow?" And I said, "Sure." And I got there. I'd never had it before. I had oxtail.
Mm.
I went up to Papa and Wall, and I was like, "Hey, can I eat with you guys every day?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'll get you every time we order, we'll get you food."
Yeah.
And so whatever they ordered, they got me one serving.
That's
and put
what's up.
Oh yeah, we would really golf courses would be
cool.
The same. Yeah,
golf courses would be dope. I think that would still be a chill place. Like,
although black golf courses. Have you ever played black golf?
No, I don't play golf.
Black golf.
But my grandma used to play at a golf course up the street from us, so she's a golf lady.
Wild.
What's the difference? We turn it up?
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh.
I like
There's fucking music.
Oh, yeah.
There's music. There's joints.
Yeah.
There's talking during backswings. There's betting on whether or not people make it. $10 says you can't stripe it down the fairway.
Why do you think white people are so repressed?
I think the better question is, how are you guys so comfortable? Because
we don't have no choice. What else we got? All we have is like trying to have a good fucking time in this shit. It's like, you know, anytime like you're in a shitty situation, it's like, well, I could just try to have some fun.
I don't know. There's a thing about
like what else is there?
There's a thing about being white where it's like shy is the brand. Like
but I wonder what that's about.
I don't know.
Like
it's got to be about wanting to fit in, wanting to edge your way up. Like I grew up in country clubs and there were rules. There were just rules. And so I can't get them out of my head. And as much as I am a different person than ever I was as a child, if I go to anyone's country club, I tuck my shirt in. I make sure that everything, like I say yes sir, no sir, no ma'am to everyone. I follow rules really strictly. And when I play golf, I follow every rule to a T, but that's the way I was raised. Mm-hmm. So when I went, Red Grant, do you know Red Grant?
Yeah.
Red Grant asked me if we go play golf with him one time. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. He's like, great, we'll go to my course. And he said, and I'm just driving, I call him. I go, Red, I'm pulling into fucking South Central. And he goes, yeah, that's where my course is. I go, there's golf courses down here? He's like, yeah, you fucking idiot. And he was like, and I got there and it was so different that when you want to see a fish out of water, I was just like, this is how I wanted to behave as a child. Like as a kid, I wanted to be like this, but my dad would just go, no, hey, play ready golf. Let's go, buddy. Let them play through.
Yeah.
Like,
and not to say like there's no regiments or rigidness within the Black identity, but I just do think like there's just like, I don't know, stiffness.
There's stiffness with being white.
That's just like there. And I'm like, I just always wonder like, why?
Yeah. I don't know. That is such a great question. Christine, why do you think you're so stiff? You're like one of the stiffest white people I know. Christine dated a black guy. Yeah.
And he did not unstiff you?
No, her dad did.
No. She's like, not possible.
Two very conservative white bears.
Yeah. Conservative, man. Black people,
conservative. That's what I'm saying. There's not the rigidness within blackness, you know. But I don't know. It just seems like there's such a like.
Have better sex with Blue Chew. That's all this ad should be, is that one line. It is so true. But then you're going, Bert, what's Blue Chew? Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex, and it's starting now. Blue Chew is offering a combo so strong it's going to knock your socks off and your neighbor's socks off. Because if you're doing it right, your neighbor's going to hear. You're going to have to move towns for the amount of noise you're going to be making. Blue Chew Max has arrived, and it combines the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable. This combo acts fast and it lasts. Guys, be ready when she needs it and get your first month of Blue Chew for free. Great sex is literally a few clicks away. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. And the best part, it's all done online. That's right. No one needs to know about it except for you and your finger. It needs no awkward visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations with someone going, what are you here for? No waiting in line at the pharmacy. Just boom. You go to your computer, you sign up, you get it delivered right to your door, and these things work. I got to be honest with you, I get horny when I look at Blue Chew. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew for free when you use promo code Bertcast. That is free. Just pay $5 shipping, and that's promo code Bertcast. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And me and Leanne would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Mental health awareness is growing, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey said that they have avoided seeking mental health support due to the fear of judgment. Dude, that judgment is real. It can come in wild places. I'll tell you someone who first judged me about going to therapy. My dad and my sisters. This is very real. And when people hesitate to get help, it just doesn't affect them. It impacts families, workplaces, and entire communities. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. Let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is a better place when people are healthy and happy. My name's Bert Kreischer, and I'll tell you right now, when I'm in therapy, I'm working better with people and with my wife and with my family. And when I'm out of therapy, I'm a little bit of a mess. And I share this on these podcasts so that you know there is nothing wrong with saying you're going to therapy and sharing it with someone. Hell, Leanne and I are in couples therapy, and BetterHelp is the best place to get therapy, in my opinion. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Easily switch therapists at any time for no extra cost. We are all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert. I wish we get my dad. My dad's like the probably perfect white guy. Like he's the ultimate white guy, right? I mean, like if you're looking stereotypical, that's my dad. Albert Charles Kreischer Jr. Lost his dad when he was 13, paid for his own high school, paid for his own college, through track scholarships. That's back when segregation, so not you guys weren't running against him. So
he was doing good.
He was really good before, you guys. Hey, do you know what I found out today? Martin Luther King wasn't shot on stage.
Really?
I thought he was shot on stage.
Is this like some true shit, or is this some? No. Is this some?
He was shot on a balcony.
Oh yeah, the church.
My whole life, I swear to God, I thought
he was shot at the church.
I thought he was shot during
I mean, at the hotel. He was shot at
hotel.
a hotel, standing outside on the joint.
I got really obsessed. I wanted to write a joke about it because I've been obsession about Martin Luther King, like a real obsession. He's a good luck charm for me. I have pictures of him everywhere. And like my movie.
That's racist.
That's he's a good luck charm.
That's racist. That's wild. That's wild. Got a little MLK in my pocket. Like a fucking troll doll. What
Hey,
do you
buddy,
do?
we're gonna kill this interview. Oh, I'm gonna make little baby MLKs. I bet I can't.
I mean, you gotta now.
I gotta make little MLKs and just sell them on my site. They're good luck charms.
Yeah, you got it
for
now.
your keychain. He's in my movie. Like I put him in my movie. A poster of him in my movie. I put him. Oh, he's on my tour bus. I've shit about him all over. And I was obsessed with the I Have a Dream. Did you know that the I Have a Dream? It was. It's not. It didn't. He didn't open the speech with it. He said it at the end, and he didn't even plan it. There was a Christian singer, like a gospel singer. Martin Luther King didn't have a closer. He was like,
I think I heard something, like he didn't write that.
he didn't write it.
Yeah,
Someone
I
said,
heard that.
"Tell him about your dream, Martin." And he goes, I have a dream. And everyone's like, that's good. And he was like, I don't think I got something here. I have a dream. And he closed on it, but it was this chick's idea. And I thought that was crazy. I assumed that's where he was assassinated, was during that speech. That's why that speech was made famous. It wasn't.
Mm-mm.
It was
At the hotel.
at the hotel, and Jesse Jackson was standing at the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I got to make those little keychains.
You got to.
Somebody downstairs, get on it, find out. I want a price point.
Yeah, you got to.
I'll team up with the fat
You got to
fellas.
do those like little lucky ones. You got to change his fit though.
Oh, like
Some luck fit.
a green outfit?
Like a little leprechaun.
Yeah, like a little.
Little MLK leprechaun.
Oh, that's appropriation. That's so much appropriation. I don't know
But
where to
it's
start.
perfect. It's so much appropriation that no one can be mad.
Yeah.
It's
So they've got Martin Luther King, but I need like a what are the things?
Nah, you need a leprechaun.
Yeah, I need the figurine.
Yeah, like a figurine.
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
What's the thing
MLK.
Gabriel Iglesias sells? Those Blancos?
Yep. Yeah, like one of those, but a leprechaun.
What merch do you have?
I used to have rolling papers, and I'm so like shitty with that kind of shit. So it just sits there. I have some rolling papers, some pens. I have these little Lego pins that are little like
That's
Lego
what I want.
knees.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
But a keychain.
but I'm shitty at merch.
Wait, go to your website. Will you go to her website real quick? Sam.
Ooh, it's probably gone.
You don't have a website anymore?
Probably not.
Oh, I fucking love you.
I'm so shitty at the internet, bro. Yeah, there was one that was like I am Sam J or something at some point. I don't know. Yep, there's a link tree. That was one. Oh yeah, there might be merch. There might still be a merch tab on that dumb bitch. There you go.
Well, your merch is kind of cool.
I sell none of it.
Salute me or shoot me.
That was the album shit. Some rolling papers. Yeah, that's it. Those were some hand-drawn sweatshirts I got a kid to do from Pause.
That's great.
And I probably have most of that shit sitting in my manager's office somewhere.
Can you tell if you see a fan walking down the street, can you go, oh, that person's going to know me?
Sometimes. There's certain vibes.
What spot do you go to the most where you get blown up? If I go to a dispensary, they're definitely going to know me. I go to sneaker shop, they'll know me. I go to REI, every single day.
Yeah, I feel like any of those little like streetwear, those type of spots, like in LES and, like that part of New York for sure. Harlem, period.
Really?
Yeah, like if I'm just moving around Harlem. But I also live in Harlem, you know what I mean?
What's Harlem? Explain Harlem to Harlem's one of those places I think every white guy's heard of, but every white guy listening right now has never been. I would say never been to Harlem. I don't think I've been to Harlem.
Harlem's just beautifully black, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love about Harlem. It's just every type of blackness mixing together.
Paint the picture. Like, it's a Sunday morning in Harlem.
It's Sunday morning in Harlem.
It's a beautiful day in New York. It's
All
like
right.
70 degrees.
Okay, I wake up, I walk out, I'm on my stoop. An older black man with a little like church hat walks by, be like, "What's up, sister?" As he's going to walk to church. And then a crackhead walks by and takes a shit by the tree. He lifts up his pants and he'd be like, "Good day, miss." And I'm like, "Good day, crackhead." And then some little kids go running up the street. They're laughing, playing, eating chips. An old lady walking a dog. She's white, and we know she doesn't belong, but she's cool. You walk up the block, there's a bunch of gay people at a bar hanging out, drinking. They're all black and gay and having a good time. But also there's straight people at the bar. And we're listening to like Frankie Beverly and Chris Cross and Dipset and like our songs. And there's chicken and waffles and candied yams and Hennessy punches. And
Hennessy punch?
Yeah.
Is that like Kool-Aid?
It's kind of like a colada.
That sounds good. Any sweet drink I'm into.
Yeah, like a Henny colada. And you could also get a Henny punch. That's like a red drink.
The Village was so cool.
Is it like Kool-Aid? What's your favorite Kool-Aid?
Red.
The red one?
Yeah.
Is that because you haven't really explored Kool-Aid for real?
No. I've explored everything.
So you don't fuck with Purple Source Rex?
Oh, of course. I do all Kool-Aids.
How you fuck with the red over the Purple Source Rex?
In all honesty, whatever one is in my bag. So like I this is crazy. I get Kool-Aid left for me everywhere. Everyone leaves me Kool-Aid. When I go to the airport, there's Kool-Aid waiting for me. People have packets. Fans give me packets of Kool-Aid. Anytime I go to a hotel, there's Kool-Aid waiting for me. They have Kool-Aid set up. I just always go red. I always go red.
Do you know how to make Purple Source Rex if you couldn't find actual Purple Source Rex?
No.
You do know Purple Source Rex, right?
I don't.
Oh, see? Have you ever had Purple Source Rex?
I don't think I have. When you said, I thought you said purple and then I...
Nah, Purple Source Rex. This is an OC. This is real Kool-Aid history. So this is a retro Kool-Aid. That really, what Purple Source Rex is, it's grape Kool-Aid and lemonade Kool-Aid put together. And the shit is bananas, bro.
Grape Kool-Aid and lemonade Kool-Aid put together.
I like how you said it like you found a grail. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, bro.
No, I just pitched I was with this 4-year-old the other day, and she wanted lemonade. And I said, I don't have lemonade, but what I have is I have strawberry lemonade. She goes, I want lemonade. I said, well, hold on. Lemonade is a great compliment to anything. You put it with iced tea, you get an Arnold Palmer. You add lemonade to anything, it makes everything better. And you like strawberries? She was like, I do. And I was like, trust me. So I made it for her. Now, I made it for me. I made it in a 32-ounce cup. She's 4. I think she's 4. And I gave it to her. It's too big for her. She didn't even know what to do with it. But man, she drank 32 ounces of strawberry lemonade.
So imagine grape and lemonade.
I got to have it.
You got to have Purple Source Rex, bro.
Can we order it right now? Arriving Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you ordered the retro?
Yeah.
Is that going to be good? Like, is it like an old pack or they making it new?
Making it new.
Okay, yeah. Then you good to go.
Oh.
But if you run out of that, you can just mix the grape and the lemonade.
Yeah.
But when you try that, you get at me. You let me know.
What's your favorite soda? Hang on. I'm gonna. Donnell Rollins told me there's an answer to this.
Yep.
Do you like Coke or Pepsi?
I didn't come from an impoverished home, so I like Coca-Cola.
There needs to be a TV show called Let's Get to Know Each Other, where we talk about things where people now just go, oh, shut up. That's crazy that Donnell said Pepsi was as black as Pepsi.
Well, there is a whole thing behind that where it was like Coca-Cola was like advertised to white people and shit more, and they like didn't really want to fuck with niggas, so Pepsi kind of went into the black community. But there's also a theory that is like, you know, the real hood kids, like the real hood kids in the neighborhood, there was I'm a Coke house. Sprite,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? We're a Pepsi family.
If you had to have a soda with a nice dinner, they said you couldn't have a drink. You had to have a soda with a nice dinner. Sprite?
Yeah.
Root beer.
You're wild, bro. You're wild.
Love root beer.
Root beer, it's so, like Sprite is light. It accompanies. Root beer is going to dominate whatever you eating.
Yeah. And by the way,
like that.
I drink it so fast. I drink a can and a sip.
No.
Yeah. I love root beer.
That's crazy.
In a parallel universe, I don't live here with my wife. I live in upstate Washington, and I have a beautiful blonde wife. We have a bunch of St. Bernards, and I microbrew root beer.
I want that for you, actually. And do they wear the little thing around their neck?
Yeah.
It's full of root beer?
It's always full of root beer.
That's cool.
And they're just huge.
That's fire, actually.
She's tall.
I can
We have
see
a lot
that.
Of kids.
I could, like, the way you see it, I see it. You'd be happy, too. Do you wear those, like, suspender things?
Yeah. And brown suspenders, and I'd have a big beard.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't really care much about hair loss or
Do you
anything.
chop wood and stuff?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm outside so much. Our grass is really thin green grass.
Are there kids?
Yeah, there's kids. They're all blonde.
Blonde,
they're all
really
boys.
blonde.
All boys. I got one girl.
Okay. Are they like strapping young boys? Like,
You know what they're like? They're like they have motorcycles and they ride dirt bikes around the house.
Oh, okay.
Like
You're mixing. You're mixing some stuff.
They're wild. My wife's wild. Yeah. She's got like her upbringing was crazy. Her grew up in a commune, so she really just wants our kids to be free.
She just like let them do them.
Yeah.
And she just like kind of a flowy wife. She's like, this what we doing? This what we doing?
Her name's like,
you could change it up.
Zen or Zune or Zul.
Okay, so the next day you were like, actually, what I am now is this. She'd be like, okay, now we're that.
Yep.
All right.
Instead, cool. I got a rural redneck. I think I scored on this one. Like I if you had said to me, if you had said at a young age, pick your life.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I would have picked, and it would not have been this. I would have wanted. I would have said I want to be like a lawyer. I want to live on the ocean. I want to live out on Davis Island. I want to have a boat. I want a tall, hot blonde chick. I want tons of boys. I don't want any girls. I don't want a girl. I want boys. We're gonna play baseball. We're gonna have season tickets to the Bucks. That's my life. I'm gonna have a badass car. I'm gonna have a boat. Life's gonna be great. I have not even remotely close to that. Like I have nothing similar or recognizable in that scenario. I have two girls. I'm married to a woman that I didn't think I was like dark hair, brown eyes, fair skin. But the difference is, I don't think you'll get this. The first time I've gotten a few chicks naked, and the blondes ones, I've gotten them naked, and it was cool. But when I got my wife naked, it felt like she was showing me a secret. And I was like, for whatever reason, this was never in my game plan. But when I saw that person naked, I went, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
This is like primal. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I also don't think that, I don't see the other life for you. Not because of what you, like, it's easy to say because you are this, but when you said, like, it just, I was like, you would have killed yourself.
I would have killed myself.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah. I would have really drank myself to death. I'm kind of doing it now, but I would have really
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have been fun.
No. What about parallel universes for you? What did you see yourself doing when you were a kid? Before you got into stand-up, before you knew stand-up was an option?
I thought I was going to be in politics or I was going to be like a lawyer and I was going to be like this like badass lawyer chick. I never really saw myself with anybody, weirdly. It was like, it was just all about me and the shit I was going to have. Like I was going to like be in this like power high rise and I was going to have this like top position and be like telling people what to do. And it wasn't even sexual. I never even thought about like it. It was just like, I'm going to be the fucking shit. You know what I mean? And I thought I was going to be a lawyer or like a politician and shit. And then when I got into pussy, I was just like, I'm going to be like, once you get in, because even like when I thought I liked dick, it was because I really didn't like it. I wasn't putting it in my world. It was just like floating around, but it wasn't like an essential thing.
It wasn't something you were seeking out.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I needed to be here. It could be here, it could not be here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But once I got into pussy, it was like, I'm gonna be the fucking man, like GQ shit. Like I was like, I wanna have like all the fly shit and like tons of colognes. And I wanna just be able to like take bitches places on a dime and like fuck them places and then like leave them and never talk to them again. That's so awesome.
It sounds so much better coming from a woman. When you hear a guy say it, it sounds so empty.
No, I did. I was
when
like,
you say it, I go, it sounds like such a dream.
Just fuck a girl's world up for like 48 hours and just be like, yeah, remember that forever so you can never like date anybody. You know what I mean? So every time she fucking somebody, she like, those 2 days in Monaco, bro. And nobody will compare it. And she'll secretly hate whoever she's with and just pine for me till she's dead. Yeah.
I love your brain. This podcast is sponsored by Liquid IV. Are you prepping for the big summer? It means you got to plan on staying hydrated so you get the most out of your body during those warm summer months. Find all your hydration multiplier flavors on Liquid IV's website, from acai berry to lemon lime to pina colada, or you can choose from their sugar-free line. That's what I am drinking personally. They still have lemon lime, but they also has raspberry lemonade, white peach, and rainbow sherbet. I'm going to have to get more water in this, I think. Powered by Live Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free, and delicious. And delicious. And delicious in a sense that if you have one of these right before you go to bed, you wake up and you feel awesome and energized. I do, at least. And I sleep better. My resting heart rate when I sleep is like 56 because I'm hydrated. Let's kill one real quick. Get ready for summer with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order when you go to liquidiv.com and use code BERT at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code BERT at liquidiv.com. That's 20% off your first order with code BERT at liquidiv.com. And it's delicious. Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do.
I hate it.
I don't like what it takes to travel, but I like being somewhere.
I like being somewhere.
Yeah. I don't like what it takes to travel, but I like being somewhere.
If you could drug me the night before, just move my body.
Yeah.
Put me in fucking put me in a coffin underneath the plane. I don't care.
Yeah.
And just keep me drugged and get me there. Oh.
Exactly. I'm like, when they get to teleportation, I'm about that shit.
When I just got an offer to perform somewhere in Paris, they were like, "Yo,"
nigga, I thought you was about to say in space.
Oh.
I was about to say, yeah, shit. Why they about to take Bert to space?
I'd do it.
You're gonna be the first nigga to go. You know that. You're gonna be the first comedian in space.
I would get destroyed.
They're not gonna
online.
want Chappelle in space first because it's like they're gonna want turn in space. You know what I'm saying?
It's 12 minutes. I can stay sober for 12 minutes.
Turn it up. Yo.
Wait, those girls are getting lit up.
For just going to space. I don't get it.
I don't get
what
it
do
either.
people want from any? It's like, guys, we're all going to die soon. Let people go to space.
And it's like...
They didn't do anything. They just went to space and they're like, you stupid skanks.
I think it's because they used the phrase taking up space or taking space. It's like, because, the Wicked girls were saying holding space, and they would say it's a woke term to hold space for someone. Mm-hmm. I first heard it from our trainer. She kept saying it one day, and I was like, "Wait, did you learn a new phrase?" And she was like, "I try to hold space for him," and I was like, oh, "Okay." Mm-hmm. But I think as they used a woke term, the right comes after you.
Oh yeah,
I think
it's no matter. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of, it's kind of
the right
weird.
just be mad too, though.
Yeah. But the right's gotten so broad.
It's a lot. It's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
It includes just whatever right now.
It's everyone almost. Yeah. I can't even, I think people say they're liberal, but they're not even really liberal anymore.
I don't know what anybody really, I think people are just like in this weird middle of just like, we're tired.
I think you're right.
Everybody's just tired. Everyone's exhausted. I was saying, I was like, at the end of the day, like true democracy, like to really have a democracy, right? It's fucking exhausting, right? To actually because, we have all these like fake democracies around the world, but we're trying to have a real one. And like a real democracy, you have to sit around and you have to talk about the rights of like a transgendered Mexican prisoner. And I think people are fucking tapped. They're just like, bro, I don't know how much water shit I got in me, dog, to just keep bro. At some point we have to live in the reality of shit. It's like, that's going to confuse some people. Yeah. They're not devils for not getting it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, sometimes when I'm gay, and I'm doing gay shit, I'm like, I wish gay people just admit some of this shit is weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be fucking weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. Every time I scissor, I'm like, this is fucking weird. This doesn't feel natural to be laying in this position, rubbing clitorises together. This doesn't seem like the way God intended it, but it is what I want to do, and I should have the right to fucking do it.
Yeah.
But I can't be running around like, that's what the Lord wants. I don't think so.
No. That's what I felt every time I watched Entourage. I was like, I should be watching something smarter, but God damn it, I love it.
I like it. And that should be okay. Like, that should be enough. I wish people would just go out on that sale. Just like we don't have to defend it in any other way. And I think that's the most American way. I should have the right as a grown-up to engage and do what I want to do with other grown-ups because I pay my fucking taxes and I fucking follow the law. So leave me the fuck alone. Yep. And what more do you need?
And don't create a law that fucks with my freedom.
Yeah, why I'm paying taxes. Yep. Like, what more do you fucking need? I don't need to justify this with God, and I don't even need you to accept this.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna do my weird shit. You know what I mean?
I do. When I first moved to New York, I had an epiphany. I lived with 2 gay women, and I didn't know they were gay at first. I dated one of the chicks, and
so did you make her gay?
I think I made a couple of people gay. You ever hear those guys that are like, I could switch you back? I was like, I switched them over. I switched a bunch. I got like a couple under my belt.
For real?
For real.
Damn.
First one happened when I was 16.
This is a documentary. You should find out what you were doing. See if there's a trend.
Might be the way I kiss.
You're a bad kisser?
I think so.
Damn.
I'm a lot of tongue. I'm a lot of like, it's like me eating. I do it fast and I'm doing it.
If you know that's what's wrong with it, why don't you fix it?
I don't know. It's the way I like doing it. Like, I don't know. The first chick I ever kissed made me stop. And she was like, shout out. By the way, she's gay.
Damn.
She's gay.
This goes back to your early life, bro.
She's gay. Shout out to Marlene Tamayo. Keep the name in.
Wow, that's insane.
God. The first chick I ever made out with is gay. She was a twin.
Fuck, this goes way back then.
God, I wonder how many I have under my belt.
I'm telling you, you gotta really take a journey with that.
Yeah. I've got a couple. Wow,
and stop kissing bad if you know you're kissing bad. That's like really kind of maniacal.
I think I was a better kisser. I'm a good first kisser.
Okay.
Like if we just are hooking up and I'm good that night, but then I get lazy.
What happens?
I get lazy. I get lazy.
You just give up.
Yeah.
This is the same thing with the shitting.
Yeah.
This is the same thing with the shitting in the bed.
Yeah. I feel like Leanne should say something.
Yeah.
Leanne, just come up here and speak up. God damn it. I love alcohol. No, there's these 2 girls.
Can I do another one of these?
2 women. I was dated one of them, and then she was like, I want to move in with you. I want my friend to move with us too. And I was like, cool. Friend was adorable. They're both beautiful. And then I realized they were gay, right? I was like, oh shit, you guys are dating. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I had this epiphany. And this is like the wildest, as like a meathead from Florida, now living in New York. And I realized that there is zero difference in how you fall in love. Gay people fall in love just like straight people. It's the same shit. It's just wanting to be loved, wanting to be with someone, wanting to cuddle with someone, watch a movie, wanting to, hey, do you want me to make you something to eat? I'm making something for me. And it was funny because I would be there. I'd be like, oh, I'll take something to eat. And they're like, I'm not making you food. I'm making my girlfriend food. And I'd be like, oh.
And like a deeper level than that? I was talking to the super Hotep dude about this because he really was like.
Did you just say Hotep?
Yeah.
What's Hotep?
Hotep is like a black conspiracy theorist type, but like based in race. So like, Dr. Umar Johnson?
I don't. I might.
Like Hotep is like, they believe a lot of what a like fucking right-wing white person was like, being gay is wrong, being trans is wrong. But it would be like, because the white man is trying to make black men gay to emasculate the black community.
Oh, he's the guy that got Nick Cannon in trouble.
Yeah. So like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he was just kind of like genuinely asking me like, how does this happen? Like genuinely. So whenever someone's genuine, I will have a, dialogue. Like I'm not one of those types of like, how do you not know? I'm like, all right, let's engage, Yeah. And deeper than what you're saying, which is 100% correct, just they fall in love. It's like, if you believe like we're spiritual and you can connect spiritually with people and right? You can have a serious bond with a dude that's not sexual, which is spiritual. How can you not think a love romantic one can happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, how is that completely off the table?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Male friendships. It's so funny. I think there's so much to be explored on this because male friendships, it's so wild you say this. I used to have a bit about men only dress so they don't look gay. Like that's our clothing option is so limited. We only dress in what we found socially acceptable with our friends. If you tried something new, like a fucking mesh tank top, and you came downstairs in college, your boys would light you up. So you had to dress so that they liked it, which is kind of gay.
Yeah, wild gay.
Wild gay. And so I was trying to do that, and then I was like, male friendships. It's like it's so hard to get deep with another man at times, because there is like but with like my wife, that connection's so fucking there. I can say anything to that woman. And it's so funny because sometimes, especially if you date like a woman, they'll use words to talk about feelings. And then if you slip up and say that word in front of a man, they fucking melt down. I said to my buddy Corey one time, I said, I'm sorry if I was acting stinky. He goes, what the fuck did you just say to me? I go, I've been acting a little stinky to you. And he goes, hey man, don't do that. I go, what? He goes, don't do your chick talk to me, okay? That's not who we are. I was like, okay. He goes, fuck. He goes, I gotta go home.
Whoa, you touched something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was acting stinky.
You touched something you tapped something.
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't want tap.
No.
Yeah.
He killed himself.
So, man, R.I.P. Corey.
Yeah. Sorry, Corey.
So he wasn't ready for that.
No.
Yeah, he wasn't ready to live in the feelings, bro.
No.
But because you said women use words so what do men use?
Like, no, men just shut down. I think we
okay.
just shut down.
Oh, you're saying you just don't communicate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like we just shut down. Like it's really hard. It's really hard, I think, for the average man to have like a heartfelt conversation.
I think it's just like, I don't know about that. I think it's like, maybe because I'm a girl in men's spaces.
You're so much easier. I trust you. Like
that I'm like bringing something. Because I know like just the other day I was talking to my homies and, I was talking about a lady I like and I'm single now. And I was talking about a lady I like and I was like, yeah, man, we have phone sex. And I was like, and I haven't done that in a long time. And they were like, damn, that's so cool. And I'm happy for you. And then my other homie was like, since we talking about freaky shit, and he just started telling me what he was like. And it was just like an open little forum to like, but in a healthy way. It wasn't like, yeah, we fucking these bitches. It was just more like community.
Yeah.
And just like, we're all happy for each other, that we're like touching girls and being happy and loving and like in a good space, Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like I get that a lot with my homies where
man,
where it's just like, we just be like,
your energy is safe.
Oh, thank you.
Your energy is, first of all, you're a joyous person, but every time I'm around you, I just go, I feel very
I think people
comfortable.
don't know that about me if you're not really around me. So I appreciate you saying, no, seriously, I think people are like, Sam's so stoic and like, she's this and she's that. No. And they don't know that about me. Like, they don't know, like, I'm like, what's
you
up?
Smell great.
I be trying to smell good.
You smell
like
great.
that?
Yeah.
You felt that?
Yeah.
It came off me?
And by the way, like I wouldn't do this with him. And Peter, I think we can say, is one of my closest friends. Yeah. We had that. Do you hear them laughing downstairs? We had that conversation today. It was a gay conversation.
See, yeah, that's good. That's good.
But like I would never run a cologne by a dude. But I would run it by a woman, but I'd run it by you first. I feel like you would be able to tell me.
Yeah, because I'm like, I used to fuck dudes, so I know.
Yeah.
But also, I know about these hoes because I'm in their brain. You feel me? Because it what used to be my brain. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'll get you right.
It's like selling cars to a car salesman.
Mm-hmm. They can't get me. That's why like masculine, like lesbians are the most dangerous thing out in the world, I think.
Really?
When it comes to love and like women and stuff. That's why it's like crazy.
Wait, break down lesbians for me.
There's like masculine, there's studs, that's the black masculine lesbian, right? Yeah. Then there's dykes, that's the white masculine lesbian, right?
Okay.
Then there's femmes, that crosses black and white, and that's just like the feminine lesbian. Then there's like the ambiguity.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous, yeah. But what's it when you put a TY?
Or amphibious.
What's it when you put a TY on it? Ambiguity?
Ambiguity, yeah.
Yeah, bang. But yeah, then there's that's in between. Then there's like the gay niggas, like the studs that fuck other studs. And we be like, whoa, you gay. Then... We're like, whoa, you on that gay shit, all right. Well, like dykes that fuck other dykes, you know what I'm saying? And that's really about it.
Yeah.
That's like really the scope.
And then what do you like?
Oh, I'm attracted to femininity in women.
Really?
Yeah, I like women. I like yeah.
Like what's your like if you could hook up with one celebrity that you get to pick.
Right, like right now.
Like right now.
Damn.
Would you go black or white? You only do black, right?
Come on. What am I wasting a celebrity on a white woman?
I hope there's one. I hope Heather Locklear's listening to this going
insane.
like, come on, give me a shot.
I got the scope of like black celebrity. No way.
Do you find who's played who's the fucking Lacey's friend?
Because it's hard. It's like, do I go older that I always wanted to like, or do I go what's popping?
So like I would always I hate to say this, I'd probably go older. I'd like go Susan Sarandon.
Ooh.
Something like fucking wild like that.
Because first thing that popped in my mind was Janet Jackson.
She still got it.
You know what's so dope about Janet? She'll just get bad as fuck whenever she feel like it.
Yeah.
Like she'll just be like, you know what? I'm snapping back this month, and then you're like, she's bad again, super bad, always bad, but just like wow. So that's tough. But then I'm right now I'm super into like chocolate. That's hard.
Who's Lupita? Lupita?
She's beautiful.
Lupita?
She's beautiful. Yeah, in Yago or something. Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's fucking hot.
She's so beautiful. Ah, man, that's tough, man.
So can I ask you a weird question that like only a white guy would ask? Go back to the series of pictures of her. This is crazy. So that's not her hair on the far right, right? Or is it?
No.
That can't be her hair, right?
No, yeah, no.
Okay. She is.
That's not a crazy question.
I know, but I didn't know. I watched Chris Rock's movie Good Hair.
And now you're
yeah.
This is what happens to white people.
Leanne.
I read an article.
I watched that movie and Leanne and I went to dinner and I couldn't stop talking about it because there were so many comparisons between white guys and black women with hair. Mm-hmm. Hair is such an issue with white men. It's specifically like the idea that you start losing your hair and then getting hair transplants or wearing a toupee or sprinkling it in. There's so many comparisons that I was like intrigued. And we went to dinner and I couldn't stop talking about it to Leanne. And then our waitress comes up and it's a black chick and Leanne goes, do not ask her about her fucking hair. And I was like, I kind of have to. I can't not.
Dude, it's like when we went to, me and my ex went to Mexico and we're in the car going to the resort with the driver. And she goes, have you ever seen Coco? And I said, you're being one of these people. This is ridiculous.
Wait, what's Coco? No, have you ever seen Coco?
I was like, yo.
Have you ever seen Coco?
You're being crazy right now.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I was like,
I
said, don't ever judge a white person because you just did the thing.
You just did the white guy thing.
You just did it.
I always think it's cool when you see like a, I always like, Bobby Lee one time said to me something about him being Asian or whatever, and if he didn't have this job, he'd be a loser. And I said, he'd be a doctor or a lawyer. And he goes, no, Bert, not all Asians are smart. And I go, of course they are. And he goes, no, we're losers too. And it never really dawned on me like that good stereotypes don't permeate everyone.
You just, I don't know what to think of. You just are like a very like bright, because I immediately understood what Bobby meant. I was like, yes.
I just, yeah. And then it dawned on me, like you get like, there are obviously, and it's like, there are obviously black nerds.
100%.
Obviously. And my favorite black nerd in the world, my favorite one, is the ones who ride motorcycles. Because those are, now listen, motorcycle community is cool as shit. A lot of them tough as shit. But there's some couples looking for something to find together, right?
Yeah.
Scuba diving's too dangerous for them. They don't want to get physical, but they want to get into something together. And when I took my motorcycle license test, you go to a room and you sit in the room and I remember this couple, it was a black couple, came in and they were just the sweetest couple and they were looking for something to get into and they wore full leather outfits and we weren't getting on motorcycles that day. We were just taking the class test.
They ready.
And they were in their outfits. They got matching outfits and I was just like, oh, this is my favorite couple. And then they passed the test together and they'd already bought motorcycles. They're like, we already got our motorcycles lined up. We're doing our first trip. And it was a small class. Yeah. Dude, there was a Mexican guy that fucking.
Have you ever been to Black Bike Weekend?
No.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with that.
Myrtle.
I like that you're quick. You're like, we're gonna find out. Yeah, at Myrtle Beach. Yep.
In Myrtle Beach?
Yep. That's some real shit.
So it's so funny. Tom and I just did that.
It's like whatever you have you ever been to any bike weekend?
Yes, I have. I went to Sturgis.
So the same thing that happened with you on the golf course, gonna happen with you over here.
So black motorcycles, meaning black-owned motorcycles, are completely different than white-owned motorcycles. They really are. They're like fucking. Look at that. Look at that thing. Yeah. That is fucking wild.
And like the parties and like you should fuck with this.
I would go there.
You should fuck with this.
I would do if they still made television. I would do a show exploring different cultures.
I want to do that show so bad.
Let's do it together.
We should do that show together. We would actually be very good at doing that show together.
Tom and I did that gay bar takeover, the Bears.
Yeah.
And I found it so heartwarming how welcoming they were. Leanne went up and sang Loretta Lynn at the end of the night, and I was at a table full of gay men, and they were like, she's doing Loretta Lynn. And their reaction was so authentic. I didn't understand it, but I was like, wow. And then they were singing with Leanne, and they already knew the words. It was so crazy.
My favorite thing is just discovering motherfuckers.
This is us at the gay bar takeover.
That's what you were?
Mm-hmm.
You really dived in, baby. I like that.
Do you know there was no ass to that, so it was completely
hell yeah.
butthole free.
That's what's up. And nothing got in there. All right.
Yeah, this guy, me and him rubbed dicks together.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that you're out here feeling it all.
That was me showing my butthole to those guys.
They looked.
Oh, they loved it.
Yeah.
By the way, no one could say no to my butthole.
But after you talk about how much shit comes out of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they knew what happened in that butthole, they'd be like, ugh.
No, thank you.
Yeah, they would say, the sweetest guys
you know
in the
the term for a butthole like yours?
What's that?
You know, they would call you a painter. They say you paint. That means when they go up in there, you're shooting shit out.
Oh, I am a abstract painter at that. I love, we could do a show where we just explored different cultures.
Yeah, man. Or you bring me the shit I never did, then I bring you the shit you never did.
Like, okay, have you ever been to a furry convention?
No, but I know exactly what it is, and I already have my outfit in my brain.
What would your outfit be?
I would be a fox, like a cool ass fox though, like a fox, but like with a leather like motorcycle jacket.
Oh, nice.
Like a James Dean kind of fox.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like full fox. I like costumes, so I definitely would be down. I'm not down to earth. Like I'm not gonna be on or like a fox with a bandana.
Yeah,
like a Warriors,
Oh yeah.
But I'm not like I don't like when it gets too goofy.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm still cool.
I see what you're saying.
Like I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be a rainbow fox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be a bear, and I'd be a bear.
But like, what kind?
I'd be. I think I would be a more authentic bear. Like I think you'd see parts of my body in my outfit. So like I'd have like the arms and the paws, and it would be almost like a halter jacket where you saw my real chest, my real belly, and then I wore the pants, and the pants were like.
Is it like a jean vest or what? Like
like a jean jacket vest, but you could see, and then I'd have my real pants. Like my pants would be my legs and my paws for my feet.
I like that.
But like, I don't like too cartoony.
Have you ever been to like a hood basketball tournament, like those tournament like?
No.
That's just fun.
That would be. Like I just saw, God, what did I just see? It was, they just had the big one with the guy, I want to say, he's like a Middle Eastern dude who plays in like Timberlands, and he's like the GOAT of the 4th Street court.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, type in 4th Street GOAT basketball. It's on 4th. What is it on 4th? No, 6th Avenue and 4th, right? What's 3rd?
Is he like rough with people?
Yeah, he just played. That's him right there.
That guy?
No, to the right.
Yeah, he played with Scalabrini.
Yeah, he just played the other day.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's like rough. Scalabrini gave him that work, though.
Yeah, he did.
Scalabrini gave him that work. This guy. But it's like, it's kind of like this, but it's like, there's like the youth games.
When Fat Joe puts it on.
Yeah.
I'd go to that in a second.
That shit.
I'd go to that in a second.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
No one buys shows like that anymore.
Have you ever been to like Martha's Vineyard during like the black time to go?
There's a black time in Martha's Vineyard?
Yes. Martha's Vineyard is historically a black destination.
What?
Absolutely.
No way.
Yes. That's why that beach right there, the main beach, that's like right when you come off the ferry, it's called the Inkwell, because that's the beach that all the black people used to go to. So they said it looked like a Inkwell.
They call it the Inkwell?
Yes, absolutely.
No way. I didn't know
absolutely.
that.
I've been going there since I was a kid.
There's a black beach where we grew up. It was Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, okay.
Beach. And there were good waves, so we'd go over there to surf. Mm-hmm. But by the time it was no
that beach
segregated.
Is rocky. That's why they left it to the black people. That beach in Martha's Vineyard.
But they just like had big waves, big waves and weird undertow. So that's why they left it to the black people.
So it like turned it up. But yeah, Martha's Vineyard has got like, it's dope.
That's crazy. What's the whole thing about like, who did I just talk to about the reason that there is a massive amount of black people who can't swim is more about racism and not ability.
Oh yeah, of course. It's just access to pools.
Access to pools. Yeah. I just had this conversation with someone like, no, that's not what it is.
People really don't think that. People really think black people can't. It's like we're people.
Yeah.
We have the same opinions, the same everything. So no, it's just,
Do you think white people walked differently before black people?
Did white people walk differently?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all stepped your shit up.
How about running? Do you think white people, before the integration of sports, do you think white people just like if you jog to the car, like now if you jog to the car, you kind of jog like,
yeah, you're like, I think anything like kind of physical, like, cause even y'all basketball, different than how y'all was playing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
We were doing under
and
chest pass.
All that stiff shit. So I think any of that, it's like over the years, y'all like, nah, they do that shit better.
Who's the best white basketball player, in your opinion?
Bird. I'm from Boston.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Who's your oh, yeah, I guess it's got to be Bert all across the board. I always like Jason Williams.
I like white chocolate.
He was great.
But I'm not putting white chocolate over Bird.
No, not over Bird. God, man, Larry Bird was so fucking good.
Yeah,
this is what basketball looked like. Oh my God, is this a racist thing? Look at how bad this is.
This can't be for real.
This is a joke.
Ooh, that's it.
Wait, what was this? 1940 basketball. Here you go. There you go. All right, thank you.
Oh, he hooped. Hooped? Yeah.
Look at the way he dribbles up here.
Hooped. It's all like, who?
God.
Who? Oh, that was saucy.
So I could have been.
That was sign of fly. Yeah, that was saucy.
If I was born in 1927, I could have been a professional basketball player.
You think so?
I think anyone could have done anything.
Fair. Let's get
there
it lit.
Go. Now we got black people in here. It's moving a lot faster. I don't know if you noticed.
Let's get it lit. Sky.
Oh, look at that.
What's up,
This
boy?
is 1966.
What's up,
This
boy?
is 26 years later.
Hey, what's up with you? Yeah.
Was basketball your favorite sport? Do you like the way they dribble up and down the court?
I did. Yeah, I think
Did anyone get that?
Curtis Blow. I think it was just like the sport in my house.
Really?
You know, it was like my brothers played basketball, my cousins played basketball. They would always be challenging each other. Let's go out and play ball. It was the thing we watched, and I was like, we watched football too, but it was like the most. You know what I mean? We would have one family football game a year, but they were always out there playing basketball.
Really?
You know what I mean?
I started getting more into basketball because of that documentary. Is it Anthony Anderson? Not Anthony Anderson. Anthony. No, Timberwolves. I just got his jersey.
Oh. Ant-Man. Anderson.
Is it Ant?
Yeah, Ant-Man. Not Ant-Man.
Yeah, no,
Edwards.
it is. Edwards. You know, we're thinking Anthony Anderson's an actor.
the comic.
Our friend, yeah.
And we smoking drugs.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. Man, That guy got me back into basketball.
Yeah.
That guy got.
Now he's turned.
He's
turned. But there's a lot of shit going on in the NBA right now. There's a lot of like top, like fire players. But Ant-Man is turned.
Dude,
and just a power dunker, just aggressive.
Do you know what I
talker.
did? I rewatched the documentary about Vladi Divac.
Showtime?
No, it was on Netflix.
I don't think I watched it.
Once we were brothers. So Serbia was...
Yes.
Him and another guy had a falling out because the guy was Bosnian or something. And but
I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
Man, Serbians fuck with basketball way more than black people.
Sure.
Serbians, every Serbian can play basketball.
For real?
They
all can ball?
Dude, the casual female Serbian can fucking cross over
That's crazy.
Every white dude
why
in America. I do not know why Serbia is so in love with basketball, but Vladi Divac was like he's the first big Serbian star. And now you look and it's like Nokic is Serbian. The Serbs are like crazy good at basketball.
I know Vladi.
Joker, he's Serbian. Why are Serbians?
It's right there for us. The people want to know.
Yeah, Reddit will give us a good answer.
Right.
Yeah, why don't you go see on OnlyFans, see if they have an answer.
Just a Serbian girl shooting basketballs out of her pussy.
Do you know what they're doing now? This is what they said, and I'm going to pitch it to you. You tell me. Would you do an AI OnlyFans?
No.
Wait, hear me out.
All right.
Okay. Probably $6 million a year that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything.
But it's my image.
No, they generate it.
But it's generated to look like me.
It's generated to look like you.
And I'm just AI in it.
And someone's like, hey man, I'd love to see you put your foot in your ass. And you're like,
but what am I doing? I'm doing anything.
It's anything. It's whatever they request.
I'm fucking a cow.
Sure, but it's not you.
All right.
But it's whatever that guy's into or that girl's into.
All right.
That goes, I'd love to see.
I don't know, because I think you got to think about the future.
But it's not you.
But how much is like in the future, how much is your AI you going to actually be you?
I don't think I ever thought about that. Just if anyone's into AI, don't have me fuck a cow. That'd be crazy though. And then you have to fight with the world and go, that's not me. They go, it looks like you.
I bet you it was you. And then they have you in it doing anything? Like, I don't know about that.
Because they said AI models now are making like $1 million a year and it's not a real person. It's not even a human. No one, not even based off a human.
So who's making the money? The AI creators?
AI creators.
Just blow me, man.
I mean, but think about what's our potential with this. Like, as creative types, I mean, you have created hit shows, worked on hit shows. What, as a creative, what do you see? How do you see look at this. These are AI. That's not a real person. She's got an OnlyFans. She gets $11,000 a month.
I just feel like someone's got to like be the Frodo of this thing and throw the ring back into Mordor. And just blow this shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is fucking bad, dog.
Kind of looks like Whitney Cummings when she was having her fall.
I don't think there's any potential that's good. This shit is just gonna be.
Yeah, there's no, I mean,
yeah.
I think we've gone too far east.
It's over with. It's over. And the kids below us that are just coming up only in this understanding of the world, the detachment that they're going to have from, you know what I mean? Like we have a reference point. Soon there's going to be no reference point. It's all just going to be that.
Oh my God, we have a reference point.
Yeah. It's going to go away.
That's so crazy.
So, I mean, just strap your dick on and drink that purple Kool-Aid. It's time to go. Like, I don't know.
I was on porn the other day and it goes, hey, do you want to, because right before, for anyone
do you pay for your porn or you watch free porn?
I watch free. Pornhub.
I mean, you know what? I did Alexis Texas's podcast and now I'm going to pay for my porn.
Wait, tell me I'm paying for porn.
She like really broke it down to me and I didn't know that's what was happening.
Wait, tell me what's going on.
They just stealing the porn. They don't get paid. The porn stars don't get paid.
Type in Alexis Texas for me.
The porn stars don't get paid. So it's like stealing music, you know, like they get nothing off of that. And She's like the white chick with the fat ass. But and she was just like, yo, it's like, those sites are fully just stealing the shit.
Pornhub, just stealing it all.
And there's no like laws against it because they don't really protect porno.
So then how do you pay for porn? How would you pay for porn?
Like when they pop up and they're like, subscribe to Fap House for $9.99 a month or whatever those sites are that you have to pay for.
So what I did for a while was...
They get paid off that.
I was
But if
signing
you're
up
just
for OnlyFans.
watching them clips, they don't get nothing.
I initially, like this is how stupid I am. When OnlyFans came out and I'd like do an interview with someone or I'd meet them in radio, like there was a girl, I think her name was Alexis Black. And I was like, oh, I'll sign up for your OnlyFans. But and then I was realizing like, oh, that's kind of creepy. Like they know me. And now I'm like paying to watch them naked.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt bad. And the last one I did was what was our friend? The last OnlyFans I subscribed to? No.
They should let you be a blind donor to OnlyFans. Where it's like, I don't want to watch you, but I just want you to be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also can watch you if I want.
Yes.
Yeah. But you just don't have my name doesn't come up on my credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some type of tier system, right? Like that. Where it's like, yo, I'm not trying to, but I just want to, and if at one point I want to tip over there and peek,
yeah,
I can, but I don't need the shit busting through my joint.
Have you ever been with a porn star?
No.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would do that.
Do you think you could? Because I think if I had sex with a porn star, that I would have to let them be dominant.
No.
They'd have to be the one doing. It's like I'd be doing like an open mic with her. Like I don't know what the fuck that happens.
I think because I've dated a dominatrix, I think I understand that like work is work and that is. I wouldn't want to.
Oh, you wouldn't want the performer in the room?
No.
Oh, I would.
I'm trying to like, I'm a weirdo, I guess. I'm trying to like, because I imagine what you do when you're not performing is iller.
Really?
Yeah, because like, if I make coffee for a living at Starbucks, just for I'm just making coffee for whoever. This is a task.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, I'm ill, I'm an ill barista. If I make coffee for you, because I fucking love you.
Yeah.
Come on, or I fuck with you. Or is it just about me and you? That's different than the coffee I'm serving up to everybody.
That makes sense. No, see, I was thinking.
I think with
like
my vagina.
If we're doing Starbucks scenario, I'd be like, yo, I love the way you make venti lattes. I kind of want you to make me that at home.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying I would just think, and I'm seriously what I'm saying. I think like with my vagina, it's like when I'm doing it, and I'm also thinking about fucking women in this scenario. It's like when I'm doing it for you versus my job.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right? Lady to lady.
Yeah.
Lady to lady. It's like versus my job where I like hand it out.
Yeah.
This is my job. But if I'm doing it for you, I imagine that. And I already know how to get crazy for my job. I imagine that pussy's way more fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, that would be the gangster move is if like you got with like a real porn star as a guy and then they were just made you feel like you were a
That's
king.
what I'm saying. I would.
Like, oh my God, what are you doing? And you're like,
then the performer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they still know how to perform. That doesn't go away.
No, that doesn't. They can fake gag.
But then you're going to get the other shit too.
God dang it. I'm not looking at life the right way. I said to Leanne one time, I was like, if I had like a month to live, I could have sex with a bunch of porn stars, right? She was like, no. And I was like, but if I have a month to live, you'd let me just bang a bunch of porn stars. And she goes, why? I go, I don't know, because I don't kind of want to do that. And she was like, well, then if you want to do that, you should go do that. And I went, oh, wait, I guess I don't want to do that because I want to just be with you. And I was like, oh, I just have sex with you if I had a month to live.
She Jedi mind tricked you, bro.
I think she did.
That's bullshit.
She's smarter than I am.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
She tricked the fuck out of you, bro. It's like, no, I don't want to do that now, but bitch, if I'm dying, be nice. That's what you were saying.
Yeah. Let's get fucking wild,
Yeah,
Leanne.
like I'm dying. You can't give me that when I'm dying. That's crazy.
I'll tell you what I want to watch.
If you're dying and she's not dying, she gotta let you fuck.
There's one guy that fucks so good. Owen Gray. He is. Everyone knows this guy. He's like, do you watch Dude on Girl at all?
Yeah. Whatever.
Owen Gray.
Like one-on-one? Not really.
Yeah.
At least need to be like 2. I need more people if it's straight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like,
This guy, Owen Gray, I've talked about him so much.
I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if this is a stereotype, but they like white guys got little dicks. So if
We do.
Okay, so an 8-inch dick white guy, what is that in the world? Is that like I can just do whatever I
Big.
want?
That's
the
massive.
fuck?
That's massive.
I know, but I'm saying, so he's like God. Like he could just do whatever, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are white guys with big dicks, but let's not, I don't know who pulled this up? Christine? Oh.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ, that was aggressive. Austin.
Fuck.
Sorry, that's my homepage. No, I think the difference between black dicks and white dicks is that black dicks are bigger soft and then also bigger, but white dicks, the majority of white dicks are small soft.
And then they get to where they gotta go.
They get big, but not like that big.
But they get where they gotta go.
Yeah,
Why do you think that happened to white guys?
I don't know, oppression.
It's gotta like I feel like in like genetics and like, you know, we study all this shit, but we don't get the answers we want to know.
Yeah,
it's like why? There's got to be like a reason.
Type in why do and see what Reddit
certain
say.
Like genes passed down or some shit or regional. I don't know, but like, what's the reason for that? Because it's like, oh, white people don't have pigmentation because of this reason or whatever. But if this is a commonality, like, why is it a commonality?
I know the answer. I don't know where I heard this. I listen to podcasts while I sleep, so sometimes I get answers. Genetically. Oh, fuck. What's the answer? Genetically, I know this. The reason Asians get flush when they drink is because they have not bred out of their gene pools enough. They're still so close in their gene pool that they can't handle poisons. This is a comedian's joke, by the way. I just heard a comedian told this bit on stage, and I think it's true, but he said the more outer bred you are, the more stuff you have in your system, the more tolerant you are to poisons and whatnot. And so I think I don't know if that's the answer we were looking for. I don't know. You know, I wonder if it's a stereotype. Do black people have bigger dicks?
That's what I'm like, is it a stereotype or a commonality, you know?
I mean, I don't know. It's like, there's got to be black guys with small dicks.
Of course.
You know?
But is it more white guys? Like, is that a thing amongst you, you know? Of course.
As you typed in, do black people, you should have seen everything that came up in there. Do they have extra muscles?
That's what's crazy.
Look, do they have blue eyes?
This is the stuff white people be asking too.
Do they have high bone density? Do they have freckles? Do they have straight hair? Do they have black hair? Do they have more melanin? Do they have guns?
See this shit, you're like, I get how slavery happened. Niggas just did.
This is just like, what? This is white people wanting to learn. Do they have extra
muscles?
Do they have extra muscles?
The fuck are you talking about?
Do black people have...
black people, we got to get out of this country, man.
Do black people have an extra bone in their ankle? Is that how they jump so high? Wait.
This white guy's trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, here you go. Race-based sexual stereotyping and sexual partnering. So I heard that that's a myth that black men have bigger dicks. And I heard, a long time ago, I heard it is a stereotype that the oppressor puts on the oppressed to scare the women away from them.
I believe in that.
They did the same thing with Jews.
I believe in that.
And they said the Egyptians said Jews have really big dicks. And they did it to black people. I don't know if they did it to
It's like a historical way to like...
To oppress.
To oppress motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I could dig with that.
I got a good black stereotype that's not even out yet. Like no one even knows about it, but I saw it. And it's crazy. You ready? Black people, not some of them, all of them, every single one of them, yourself included, have an amazing ability to fall asleep anywhere.
No, I don't think that's true.
Next time you get on a plane, take a look around.
But
every black dude's sound asleep. Next time you're on the subway and 2 a.m, you see a guy sleeping on the subway, you're like, how the fuck? White guys are holding all their shit. They're like this. White people have a hard time sleeping. Like, I mean, we wear masks and we get specialty blankets and we take pills. I mean, white people have the hardest time sleeping. We track our sleep score. Do you track your sleep score?
Nah.
You just go, that was a good one.
Maybe we're still sleeping off slavery.
I'm fucking sweating right now. It was a long job.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
You still tired? Yeah. 200 years, I didn't get any breaks. I fucking love you. God damn it. I wish I lived in New York just to be around you more. Oh, do you think you'll ever live in LA?
I hate it here, dude. I fucking hate this place, man.
For real?
It's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
It's like boring. And you know, I don't have kids and shit. I think when you're settled, like if I got settled, I would go like, hell yeah.
It's great when you have kids.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like, I don't. I'm just like I'm a loose lesbian who's going to hell. You know, I'm just like, I need to live in the night. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm up late. I'm going to jazz clubs. I'm like, you know, doing comedy till 2, 3 a.m. if I feel like it on a Tuesday, you know. You know, drunk all the time. I'm like going to every concert, every game. I'm running around and then I get here and I'm like, it's just so slow. In New York, the city takes you too. You get up, you go out at 3, you don't come home till 4 in the morning. Easy. And you'll just be out and you'll bump into people and you'll end up here and you'll end up there. LA, everything is like, you got to make a 2-week appointment to be with a friend just to go like, hey man, how about we watch a game? Yeah. And it's like, in 2 weeks, I can watch basketball with you. It's fucking weird.
It is interesting. I was just in New York yesterday and the day before. And I got up out of my hotel room. I flew in at 6, went back, took a nap, got up at 11. And at 11, I walked out of my hotel room door and I didn't come back until 2 a.m. And I went, wow. Like I had no plans.
Easy.
I had a meeting.
And that's New York.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing happened. You had no plans. The city, it's active like that. You can just keep going. I don't know what's wrong with, because it's like, it's just a city. I don't know why it is. It's like it's intentionally not functioning that way.
Yeah.
Where it's like, but why? I don't get why. It's like everyone makes a decision here to like be different.
Yeah, and LA is so fucked right now. LA's gets in its way so much. This used to be a creative haven for artists. Yeah. And it's no longer that.
It doesn't feel like that either. And that's another reason why it's just like the clubs are dead, right? And in a sense, like, people don't hang anymore. It used to just be like, when I first moved here, because you know I moved here first. I went Boston to LA, LA to New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And when I got here, it was like, there was tons of fucking bar shows. There was tons of backyard shows. There was tons of like self-produced, you know, shows popping off. You had Brouhaha. You had my brother's house. You had all these fucking cool, like heavily produced backyard shows. Then you had the club shows. Then you had the bar shows. Then it was just hangs. Thursday night at the Improv. You knew you could come. We was gonna be there, turning up, fucking talking shit. If you didn't have a spot at the Improv, you knew wherever you was, like you could come there, we're there. Music, hanging out, talking shit, kicking the shit. The store had their nights. Like, we were fucking outside. Now it feels like everybody does their set, goes home. Does their set, goes home.
It bums me out.
Does their set, goes. There's no fucking hang. And to me, it's all in the hang. Comedy's been a little disheartening here, you know, lately and shit.
You feel?
Yeah. It's like when you're in this weird place with it, because it's like, I still fuck with it like the real way, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, and you're watching kind of what's happening. And a shift is a shift, and you can't hate a shift, and the world changes, and shit changes, and the way people, you know, digest art, all that changes. But like, I don't want to say a traditionalist, but I'm a comedy traditionalist.
Yeah.
I believe in it for the real thing of what it is. And it feels like it's just getting lost here. Like, right? If you're not already out of the fucking mess a little bit, right? So I'm still like a touring club comic. So I'm still in the mess. Like, I'm not theater yet. Where it's like, oh, I built my own world and I don't even have to be whatever this is. So in it, it's like you're seeing what's coming, and you're also seeing our audiences are adjusting to what's coming, and our clubs are adjusting to what's coming. And it's gross. it's gross. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, people have gross conversations with you. That's the one thing that. So I was in the mess of it when I was doing clubs, and people would say gross things to me, and I remember just going like, "That's not why we got into this." But they felt like they could take liberties with you because they didn't feel like you turn into anything. And then once you get to theaters, those conversations change.
Yes.
And people read your energy and they go, "Well, I think it's almost like they take you seriously." Yeah.
No, and when you're at that like precipice place where I feel like I'm at, where it's like I know I'm serious, and like serious know I'm serious, but I'm still having these very unserious conversations.
Yeah.
It's like, so I'm excited to just go and kind of do it more seriously for a while, you know?
If you could, because I always say this, like I always say there's a couple things I was thinking the other day, I was like, I wish I'd never said this, but now I'm glad I have. But like, if Eddie Murphy said, hey, I'm going to go on tour and I'd love for you to open for me. Can you cancel your tour and not make that money? I'd go, yeah, 100%. I've always said this, and you worked with SNL, but I always said, if Lorne Michaels called tomorrow and he said, hey, I would love for you to be on the next season of whatchamacallit, you're going to have to cancel your movie and cancel your TV show and cancel your tour, but you can be on SNL. I can only guarantee you one season. I go, yeah, I'll do that. Those things will happen again for me. I think this is an institution in comedy where it's like, and I Marcelo's, by the way, my favorite fucking, I text him, I do DM him a lot. He makes me giggle so hard.
Love him to death.
He might be, that's a very talented cast right now. He might be my favorite.
He's a rocket ship, man.
He makes me giggle.
And he's like, that's my hangout. That's my boy. You know what I mean? He's a fun hang too. Like, I love Marcelo.
But like, I would do that. But like, what is that for you? Like, if you got a call from who, would you say, I'm going to push everything on pause and I'm going to do this project? It's I wouldn't say below me.
Anything Chris Rock
asked
me to do. If he was like, come on tour with me. Yeah. If he was like, I'm working on a movie. If he was like, write this thing with me. Anything.
Have you talked to him? Do you know him?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Anything Chris Rock asked me.
Maybe I've met him. I'm sorry.
I would be like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Chris Rock's
he's like the pinnacle for me.
Chris Rock was the one that the reason I said, I'd like to try this.
Same.
When I saw Bring the Pain.
Same. He was like, for me, it was like the first Black comic I saw that encompassed what I thought stand-up could be.
Yeah.
It was like, and it's no disrespect, I fucked with Def Jam Heavy. I fucked with that. But I didn't see myself in that. I saw like other kids in my neighborhood in that, but it was like, it's funny and I hold my stomach laughing, but I'm like, oh, that's just not like the style of comedy that I would do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not even thinking I could be a comic, but just objectively being like, oh. But I'm also like a very like Carlin leaning towards in person, because my mom was into that type of shit, and I thought that shit was like hilariously funny. And in my mind, these were two separate worlds. You was either like a Black comic or you was like a white comic.
Yeah.
And for me, and I'm not saying there aren't comics before that, because, you know, people love to fucking yell. I'm saying my child mind, what I saw.
Yeah.
Chris married those things seamlessly and perfectly.
Perfectly.
It was so relevant to us. It was in our voice. It was in our language. But it was like political, and it was driven by something like outside of just observations of Black life. But like that, and then this bigger observation of the world, and then this bigger observation of how that world affects Black life.
Yeah.
And like that shit was like, oh, you could do that like that, and you don't have to give up anything?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That I never thought about Chris Rock that way.
That's incredible. You know, it was like, that's fucking incredible.
They say, the word on the street is, so like I started, not with Tony, but like Tony and I kind of showed up at the same time in New York. Same with Sherrod, all kind of the same time. They say, word on the street is Jordan's the funniest.
Jordan Rock?
Yes, that's what the word on the street is.
I love Jordan. That's my baby. I love Jordan's funny.
Yeah.
He's quietly funny too.
I forget
you know what I love about Jordan?
What's that?
He just works.
Yeah.
Jordan just works. Jordan, you'll see Jordan post a show and he's going to fucking the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, at a sneaker shop. And Jordan go rock that bitch.
Really?
Jordan just works.
I don't think I've ever met Jordan.
Jordan just works and he's fucking funny and he just built it and he's just building it and he's not in the swirl.
Yeah.
He's not in the swirl. Jordan's just like, hey man, I love this thing and I'm gonna just keep building my like house.
It's crazy that there's a family. There's two families. The Wayans family. How many fucking funny people came out of the Wayans fucking family? Like what happens? It's like they're like the Jacksons of comedy. What happens that makes a family that funny?
A family of funny like genes like that.
Yeah, I mean,
and also the direction though. Also the ability to like, I think you look at, I could say, oh, I got a funny family, but I don't got
Do you have a funny family?
Very funny family. But I don't have a family that went that way and was like structured and put it on wax like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just if you're just in a house with us, I'm not the funniest person I know by any stretch of the
I'm not the funniest person in my family.
Not at all.
My sister, Cotty, she is the funniest human being ever alive.
Yeah, it's like
She's the funniest person I've ever met. And my daughter, Isla, is in Georgia.
My cousin Gerald probably is the funniest motherfucker I know.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like,
you think he'd ever do stand-up?
Nah, I don't think he would ever do stand-up. He's just funny. Like, just the way he thinks and sees the world and will just be like, yo, what the fuck is that? It's just like funny as shit.
My sister Annie came up to New York. My sister Annie's always made me laugh, but she's always made me laugh in like a real like Mitch Hedberg-y kind of way. She said, one day she said, I'm having a hard time reading. I said, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know. Everything's looking weird. We gotten high. And I was like, really? And we were in the Village and we're walking to go get lunch. And there used to be a bar called Polyesters. It was like a 70s bar. And as we're walking to this restaurant, she goes, what is menace? And I said, what do you mean? She goes, menace. Every time she got high, she could barely read. And I go, what do you mean menace? And she goes, it says on every door, it says, no menace, please. And I looked at it, I go, I don't know what the fuck menace is. And then I was like, God damn it. And then I looked at another one, I was like, no menace. And then I saw menus stuffed in the thing, and I went, they say no menus. And she went, oh. She did the same thing to me in Tallahassee. You saw this. You saw this. You saw this. We got high on a balcony, and my sister goes, Annie goes, so I know this is like a Native American school, like Florida State University with the Seminoles, but what do you think the word Towawe means? And I looked, and I'm on a balcony, I'm looking at this parking lot, and I go, Towawe. I go, I have no fucking idea. I go, Towawe. I go, he must have been like a chief or something, Chief Towawe. And then I was like, and then the girl I was dating came out, and I was like, hey, what do you think Towawe means? And she goes, it means don't park there or they're going to tow you away. But those, my sister Cotty though, and everyone in this office, my sister used to work here. First of all, she's a bully. Like I think bullying is, I think people sleep on how funny bullies are sometimes.
No, bullies are the best. And if you're a righteous bully, you're doing, I always say I'm a righteous bully. I'm a bully, I'm a righteous bully.
Yeah.
Like I bully weird bullies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause there's bully ass niggas that hide. And it's not aggressive bully behavior.
Yeah.
But it's sneaky bullshit.
Like mean chick bullies.
And like, okay, let's get deep. Let's do two things real quick.
Please.
Cousin Gerald, funny thing. My cousin Gerald, we used to get high and just like fucking ask each other like, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if this happened? So it was a cap gun because we had bought a cap gun just to be kids again. And I was like, bro, what if I picked this up and shot myself, but it was a real bullet and now I'm shot and I'm gonna die? He was like, and I'm like, and the police are coming. He was like, I'm gonna pick it up and shoot myself too. Like shit, that shit got me. And I was like, this nigga is stupid. But back to the bullying shit. I think there's like this type of bully. This is the most undetectable type of bully, right? There's people who bully you with like their tragedy or their need, right? So it's like, oh, I'm going through something. And even though this something has nothing to do with you, and even though I came to like a social setting where we all came here to fucking have a good time, I'm gonna corner you, I'm gonna dump my little shit on you, and I'm gonna put you in such a precarious position where if you say like, get the fuck away from me, you're a mean person. And I'm just gonna like barrage you with this shit because like I'm not decent enough and together enough to deal with my shit on my own and not come out here and do this to people, or to know I need to fucking go home. I will bully the fuck out of someone like that.
Oh, I know her name.
And I'm like, that's a righteous bully. Because it's like you're being a sociopath. It's a hard sociopath to detect.
Yeah.
Because you're masking it in some shit. But this is sociopathic behavior. This is nuts.
I don't like that. I don't
like that type of shit.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that. My whole life I've had people that disliked me that I couldn't figure out why they disliked me. And they disliked me because the thing I had that I showed was the thing they couldn't have. They didn't have a freedom or a like,
of course,
a likable personality, or they didn't have that, and they'd hate me and they'd make me want to be less than, or try to stub out my shine. And my whole life it's happened. My whole fucking life.
Yeah, I bully people like that. That's the type of shit where I will fuck with you because I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And why are you doing this? And don't think because you put it in this box, it's undetectable that the mechanism is still the same mechanism.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a period of life where I skinnied up friends. Where I was like, I think I'm done making new friends. And I shut down. I shut down and I was like, I got kids. I got my wife.
That means you grew up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then I met Joe and Joey Diaz and Tom and I were still not that close. We were, but we just weren't because I wouldn't let anybody in. Mm-hmm. And then Joe kind of...
It's phases. Yeah. You gotta go through the shutdown phase, reassess what you were letting in prior to the shutdown phase, decide who you are now and what you're gonna allow in your space. And you have to be clear about that before you open the gates back up. You know what I'm saying?
How many friends do you have, do you think?
Like actual real friends, not just a bunch of motherfuckers I know. I would say maybe like 8.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And then if you take me back to high school, thing about growing up in Florida is much like Jesus, you don't change. Like Jesus never left his hometown. Like Jesus was like a fucking townie. Mm-hmm. He grew up in Boston, never left Boston. That's Jesus. I just looked at a map of where he traveled when he was a kid, and he never left. Like he was in 9 miles.
It was like that shit wasn't worth dying for, bro.
Well, all they had were sandals.
See a little bit more.
But if I go home, the guys I grew up with, we pick up like we never left each other.
But are those friends?
I don't know,
right? Sometimes I think about that. Because I have my home friends that I'm like, those are my friends that I'm counting in this 8, 9. But then there's people like that at home, but I don't know that they're my friends.
You know, the other crazy thing is that once you get famous, you don't know people's motivation for being your friend. So all of a sudden there's people that show up that you've always liked that are really nice to you. And then you lose friends. On a deeper note, when you not only just when you get famous, but when you do anything and you grow and you're away from home, you don't know how much of that energy is just like you needing that. You get around those people and they're like, remember this, remember that? And you're like, I just need that so bad right now. Yeah.
It's like feeding like something that I'm craving. And then you're like, these guys are always there for me, which is true.
Yeah.
But like in a, Yeah,
that's so crazy. I wonder,
You ever have a chick lick your toes?
No.
I'm just like how dirty your feet are.
No, Leanne's
never licked your feet. You lick toes? You be licking toes?
I think I kissed Leanne's feet Sunday. I think I might have. I don't know if I licked them. We were in the pool and she was on a raft.
But I'm saying like you never like sucked the toe.
No.
I be sucking toes sometimes.
This is, I'm going to regret saying this out loud ever. I 100% am. But like when I was like 18 or 17 or 16, when you're like really exploring and you're just like fucking wild. I remember saying to a chick, I want to lick your armpit. And she was like, what? And I was like, I don't know. I was like turned on.
Bro, I thought about that. Fuck that. I'm like liking a girl and we was on FaceTime today and I thought about that. I was like, I want to lick her armpit.
Really?
Yeah.
How hard is it?
I think that's fine.
How hard is it to maintain friendships in gay culture when you have like girls you date? Can you date a girl and then stay friends with her?
Yeah. Why do you think it would be hard?
I've never done it straight.
Like, why would that be hard?
I burned every bridge I've ever.
For real?
100%.
No, yeah, no. I think you definitely date a girl.
I've spoken to one ex.
Why is all your shit ending crazy?
No, it doesn't end good.
Okay.
That's why it ended.
But that's not always, sometimes things should just end. It doesn't have to end bad.
Oh, no, I like to burn it down.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're going there every time.
Yeah. I'll be crying. I'm going to walk out of the room a couple times, walk back in. Why didn't you follow me? That's it. We're done.
Yeah, you're going crazy.
I used to have to, I was not a good breakup guy. I'd have to unplug my phone and be like, I don't take phone calls anymore. I don't have phones anymore. Yeah, I was never good. All
right.
If Leanne tried to leave me, I might murder her. I'm not even joking. I'd be
real?
Like, 100%.
No, there's a level of love like that no one wants to talk about, right? There's a level of like being, especially like, there's something that pussy does that no one wants to discuss, right?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Because like, women just be walking around all unassuming, just sitting on pussy. It's like, that's crazy. Word.
That is the funny. I can't believe you guys just sit on that thing. It's so great,
bro.
And you just sit on it.
Just sitting on it, just like, and it's like, no, you don't even understand what it's doing to people. You know what I'm saying? And they're just like, what's wrong with you? And then like it'll draw you in, like and if it's fire and it draws you in, and then she just acting like, well, I don't know what the problem is. And then she's like, guess what? I don't want to talk to you anymore. There's a part in everybody that loves pussy that's like, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
By the way, you just got so many fans. That is everyone that listens to this podcast. Like I have been there.
And then you have 100%. to like check that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's what like the difference. It's like a lot of times these crazy niggas that go crazy, like women are like, what's wrong with him? He's so crazy. And like niggas that love pussy are silent because we're like, pussy makes you crazy, but we can't advocate for this craziness. Because like, you know?
I wish.
But what women need to know is like, everybody, like the pussy, make them crazy. Just the sane knows how to stop the train. But there's a moment where you're like, ah! And then you're like, chill, bro. You can't be doing that. But you feel it. It starts to go like from your toes to your stomach. Like, what is she fucking doing? Why is she like, because women are mean too. Like, they're so fucking mean and they don't even realize they're being mean and they don't even realize how vulnerable you are and how much you're just trying to like please them and make them like you and make them like the stuff you're doing. And they're just nonchalantly mean, just walking around with vaginas. And you're just like, bro, what the fuck do you want from me? What do you want? You just want me to die, bitch. You know what I mean? I'll do it. If it's gonna
give me more pussy.
Yeah, make you happy, bro. I will be dead.
I tried to explain to Leanne that we should make decisions about her vagina. That it should be more of a plural community thing. Because I can't have you making all the decisions by yourself, like you're America, and this is capitalism. This would be more socialism. This is our vagina. I need that almost more than she needs it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like that thing.
It's keeping you on track. It's keeping you stable. It's keeping you working. It's keeping you washing your ass.
I would argue she should not make any decision about that vagina, that I should make all of them.
It's making you a whole human.
Yeah.
Like it's making you be out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it, bro. I get it. And it's fucked up. And you know it's powerful because I have a vagina and I still feel this way about outside vaginas, ones that are not mine.
I have, God, man. It's so funny.
It's unfair.
Her vagina keeps me sane.
Yeah,
it is the motivation for everything I've ever done.
Take away vaginas. Why is anyone doing anything?
I hate to say this, Leanne, if you're listening.
For real.
If you misplace your vagina, I'm not certain we would be talking.
Yeah, like you take pussy out of, what are we doing anything for? Just to be around each other? No.
I can just do more podcasts.
No, I'm not working hard to make money to just be around with no vaginas. That's stupid as shit.
Everything you say could be a t-shirt.
The fuck are we talking about? You know what I mean? No. No. Take pussy out this equation. Everyone's just sitting down, not doing nothing.
Yeah. I look like that guy from the Wu-Tang Clan that cut his dick off.
Yeah, because what are we doing for anything?
He's like, this thing makes me
what are we doing?
so much trouble.
If you love pussy, it's like, take pussy away. I'm not working hard.
I don't know if any of my motivation would be there. I mean, my motivation is, I'm motivated. I'm pretty motivated by sex. I'm very motivated by sex.
Of course.
You know, we just recently started having like crazy wild sex. Like,
I'm happy for
a
you. A
lot. And our relationship's like fucking.
Give me when that comes back in a marriage, let's fucking go crazy.
Our kids left, and it's just like, it's been fucking awesome.
Beautiful.
And I think it makes us closer couple.
Of course it does. And it makes you like a more fucking diligent. This is a thing that like, now we about to get into the toxic part of the podcast. This is women. No. But for real, it's like pussy is so motivational. And when a woman knows how to wield her pussy and wield her pussy power, it's like, yo, you can really like, come on.
Yeah.
This is what I'm here for.
If Leanne doesn't wear a bra in the house,
yeah, look at you. You're dumb. You don't know what to do.
I'm fucked.
It's like, yeah, like I can't stand when like a woman doesn't get that. It's like you're yelling and you could just be popping pussy. I know it sounds crazy, but you will get what you want. Like you don't even understand what you got, girl. Like you don't even have to be doing all this talking. And I would be doing.
You don't even have to be doing all this talking.
I would be like, yo. What do you mean?
It's an easier situation
Word. Yo.
We're at the end of World War II and you're still fighting a ground war in Japan. Drop the bomb. The fuck are we waiting for?
Immediately.
Oh. Do you fuck with Shane Gillis?
Yes, that is my...
I can't imagine how much fun two of you together is.
I just texted him earlier today that I miss him. That's my baby. I love him to death.
He is, he might be... He sent me a text a long time ago and he goes, just sit in an airport bar. I want you to know your top 5 best hangs ever. And I was like, that was like the sweetest thing a guy could say, especially Shane. And But I can imagine
that's my boy.
Me and him having a fucking night.
We have the best times. That's my dude. We also have like the longest arguments on planet Earth. One time we were at my crib in Harlem. I threw a party. Me and Shay start arguing. It's like everybody's there. Chay's there. Dulce's there. It's like the gang. It's like everybody who hangs at the cellar. Me and Chay start arguing about like George Floyd and like we're just going back and forth. The party dissipates. It's now 2. We are drinking beers and arguing till 5. Till 5. Till my ex came down and was like, this has to end.
By the way, that is an argument I would love to fucking hear.
It was like, all right, next time, my friend, but it was like hours. So it's like, we're that, but also just, I love him to death.
Yeah.
And we just like, have fun together.
It's amazing how much we feel like family. Like I always, Doug Stanhope a long time ago, one time he was giving shit to Dane Cook and someone started trashing Dane Cook on his thing. And Stanhope goes, hold on. I'm not saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm making fun of my brother. Yeah. Or something. I apologize.
People don't get
Doug.
that.
He goes, well, Doug's like, if I ran into Dane at a bar and you at a bar, I would never speak to you and I would spend the whole time talking to Dane.
Yeah, and they don't get that. It's like they don't get how, that's what I'm saying, like how much this is like a fucking fraternal, locked in, and the ones who know, and the generations ahead see the motherfuckers who really love it and are doing it for real. You know what I mean? It's like it like, I don't know, like gay shit, but it's like being asked to do this podcast. It's like, oh shit, yeah. One of the guys that does this shit and knows this shit and was fucking there acknowledges like I'm a person that was there.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I've been a fan of yours for a long time.
It's like, that's the shit, but that's why you do it. It's like deep down, this is why you do it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I felt the same way the same first time, I mean this for real, but like no stretch of the way was Rogan what he is today. But when he asked me to do his podcast for the first time, I was like, I'm honored, man. Yeah. And by the way, and no one, I know this doesn't make sense to anyone listening, but like, no one was listening to his podcast then. Maybe like 6,000 people. Maybe 6,000 people. I'm being serious. The first time I did it, I got 3,000 followers on Instagram or on Twitter that day. So maybe 20,000 people were listening to his podcast. Was not wild, but he brought me over and I was like, dude, this is the shit, man. I was like, I definitely, I mean, he's been an innovator for fucking long. I mean, he's been
for sure.
The Joe Show and everything he's done is, but you get excited. It's, you know,
absolutely.
When Chappelle hit me up and he was like, yo, you partying tonight? I was in Dayton. And I was like, I remember he FaceTimed me one time. I'm with Leanne. And he goes, Leanne and I are fighting. We're at a restaurant. Chappelle FaceTimes me and I go, I got to push pause. It's Chappelle. And this is how dialed into comedy my wife is. In the middle of the fight, she goes, yeah, you got to take that.
Yes.
And it's like, what wife would let you? And I just walked outside. I was like, yo, what's up? He's like, hey, man, what are you doing for ... And I was like, I'm whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like that shit is real. Like,
yeah.
You know, when Dave took me on part of his arena tour, it's like, this is why I'm doing this shit, bro. It's like, you want to be one of the guys. Like, I feel like it's like when some put out the comedian, the doc, and I forget who was saying it, but it was like, I think it was Chris, and he was like, I just wanted to be one of the guys that got to sit at the table and talk that shit. That's it. Like, that's it. I think when you really fuck with this shit, that's your initial thing. You're like, dude, I just want to hoop with the hoopers, and I want the hoopers to say I'm a hooper. That's it.
Wow.
And then everything else after that is like extra. That's like bonus shit.
That's it.
But what you want is when you walk in the fucking room and the hoopers are in the room, they're like, oh, there goes another fucking baller that'll put it up.
The crazy thing about comedy is like, we idolize our heroes. Like
it's weird. Sometimes like, am I wrong? But it's like, you know, like,
and you become friends with them.
I'm around Dave, I'm around Chris, I'm around these dudes. I'm like, nah, it's like humble. You know, it's like, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all did it. Y'all did it for real.
For real.
Because when you really do the thing, it's like, oh my, like, how can you not respect that? You know what I mean? It's like, you're watching motherfuckers shift culture. You're watching people shift the idea of culture and like how a whole society thinks. Like, I always think about pivotal jokes. Like, you know, you have Chris Rock versus black people. It shifts the whole mind and culture and how we look at race. There's a point before and after that for how we view race in America. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
How do you even do something like that? You know, like, fuck. That's crazy.
And by the way, that was his like first big special.
Crazy.
I mean, I like there's
spoke for a whole group of people and also brought brevity for another group of people that maybe would have never seen these people if this moment didn't happen in that light.
But I'll shake a bitch.
Word.
But I'll shake a bitch.
But, you know?
There was, Leanne said this. Can I tell you the coolest things comics ever do? And I hope this gets to like comics. I hope comics will listen to this. The coolest thing a comic can do is gift you a saying that you say in your family for the rest of your life. Dave Attell has given my family probably 5 statements that we say. Dave Chappelle, when I lived with those 2 lesbians, Dave Chappelle had a joke about pimps ask women to do wild shit just to show they control. Bitch, start my car.
Yeah.
and the 2 lesbians I live with are like, hey, bitch, start my car.
Yeah, that's it.
When you gift that to someone, that is the funnest fucking thing when that gets into their house and you become a part of their lives.
Their family, their a tradition.
Chris Rock says, I wish Leanne was fucking accessible. She says this all the time. Chris Rock says, you should never hit a woman. Should never hit a woman.
Shake that
and he goes, no, he goes, but I wish Leanne was here. It's so good. She says this all the time about our daughters. He goes, Chris Rock said, if you hit my oldest daughter, I'm going to kill that man. You hit my youngest daughter, I'm going to say, what did she say? What did she do?
That's the newer one.
Yeah, and Leanne quotes that all the time.
That's one of my favorite, Tamarine.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a great special.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend,
Tamarine.
man.
I thought that was a great special. Yeah. I had to realize there's a lot of motherfuckers who get into comedy looking for a good job, which is insane. But they, you know what I mean? Like, they really get into it looking for a good job.
Yeah.
So they're telling you how to be a good employee.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, when you're here, behave this way. When you're here, they're not trying to, like, create. They're just like, I think this could be a good, which is, put a bullet in his head.
There was a guy.
You're a psycho.
Guy's like, hey, make sure you remember all the bartenders' names.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who count the laughs per minute and tell you, like, it's like, bro, this is not Best Buy. No. This is like a creative outward expression of oneself. So when you get that advice, you believe it's like, when I'm doing this, like, I'm not going to say who, because they're very close connected to me, but they were like, you got to get 15 clean minutes. If you don't have 15 clean minutes, you're never going to work. And I'm like, okay. And I'm considering this. But at one point, I'm like, I'm doing this because I want to. And I don't want to do 15 clean minutes.
No.
I have no desire to do that this way.
Yeah.
So why would I want to get work? Because you think this is a job. You're literally looking at this as a career path, which is crazy.
You should do churches.
Yeah, what fuck are you talking about?
Trust me.
I'm doing this to talk my shit the way I want to talk it.
I mean, by the way, sometimes they have sound business advice. And the one guy pulled me aside. We were in Sacramento, and he goes, have you ever thought about doing churches? I said, no. And he goes, you should. And I'll tell you why. Because church fans, and it's true, John Christ made crazy money. You can do a church and you can make so much more money because if you can work clean, and look at Nate Bargatze, he does a 4 o'clock in arena and then a 7 o'clock in arena because he does clean comedy. That's just not the thing I want to fucking do.
Bill, that's cool.
Yeah.
If it's you.
Yeah.
But this idea to like build a version of yourself that's hireable for art is crazy to me. If it's you, go crazy. If you can do that.
If you can do it. If Nate thinks clean, he should do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do it.
How you
John
work.
Christ is a Christian. Fucking do it.
Thank you.
I'm
but
not
it's
going to
like,
pretend
I'm not
to be a Christian.
Try, right. I'm not going to try to put myself in a suit I don't fit. Like, it's truly why I'm always myself. It was funny shit. I just did a show in Portland, and then it was like pictures. And I was like, cool, I'll do the pictures. I was in the mood I was in. I wasn't in the most jovial picture mood, but I took every picture that was in line, said, thank you, appreciate you. And people started posting, like, she didn't even want to take pictures. She might as well stay in the back. It was cool, but it was cringe how much she didn't want to take pictures. And I was thinking about it, like, what's wrong with you fucking psychos? You sick people. You know, like, I did an hour of comedy for you. I came out afterwards. I took pictures with everybody. Did I fucking buddy with people I don't know for 20 minutes each? I did not. Did I shake your hand? Did I thank you for being here? Did I take a respectable picture and not charge you, which a lot of motherfuckers are doing nowadays?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did. The fact that you want or think you have earned more than that is insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to pretend to be happier than I am for you. I'm not going to pretend to be more excited than I am for you because I'm a fucking person. I'm not a hired clown.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to put myself in a suit that I then have to wear all the time. I want my fans to know I'm shitty sometimes. You might run up on me on a bad day and you might get the bare fucking minimum because I'm a person.
Yeah.
And if you still want to rock with me, Godspeed and good luck, and we gonna rock out. But I'm not gonna fucking monkey suit this shit, because then I have to be in a monkey suit the entire time because this is my actual fucking life.
Yeah.
So what do you want, nigga?
It's an unfair
My period's coming, you dumb bitch. Get in the picture. We'll take it.
My period's
and go the fuck on. Like, yo, what the fuck? You know? So I'm very big on just like, I'm gonna be a person this whole way through this bitch. Because I have to survive this. You don't.
Fucking amen. Fucking amen.
It's so fucked up because motherfuckers will even watch this shit and be like, well, that's what you get if you want to be rich. It's like, man, just say you're mad you lost. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. You can't even find an ounce of empathy in this moment. Just say you're mad your wife's ugly. Let's move the fuck on.
That is the perfect sentence to end this podcast. There is a line of Sam J shirts coming out. Just say you're mad your wife's ugly.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.